What the hell? We are live. Somehow
Down
we didn't get
in the basement, late at night. Box.
Did I forget to set the intro music? Oh, wait, can I bring this up now? Like, I don't think that we can start without it, right, guys? Don't we need it? I can't
Don't
bring
make
it
me
up now.
sing. It's not my
I cannot
contract.
bring it up now.
I
And
was
I'm
ready
not sure the
to pop
comments are
along.
working. I think the comments are working. I don't want to end the stream. No. All right, we got people here, but I'm not seeing.
Off like a herd of thunder and turtles.
This is really a train wreck.
You know
if
where
anybody,
that comes from?
we need
You've heard me
need I need to get a comment from somebody to make sure that everything is working properly, because
You've heard me say that a few times. When something starts off like a train wreck, it's off like we're off like a herd of thundering turtles. That is a Dan Ingram line.
can somebody, guys, I'm glad you're all so calm about this. Can somebody confirm we're actually on the air right now?
Yeah, I see a comment right
the
now.
timer.
I see a comment.
All right, there we go. All right.
Dan, hello,
Dan
everyone.
Vernon saves the day. Hello, everyone. There we go. Okay, we are in fact on the air. You know what? I think here's the problem. We've gotten so good at this and so smooth that we were just bullshitting, doing our thing, and then all of a sudden I look up and it's like, oh, we're supposed to be live. So anyway, here we are, guys. Pesky Pole with us, Ron Juckett. John Turnbull is in the Galapagos Island. That's where Darwin did his thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And Michael Canestrari won't be with us, but we'll see him soon. We do have a great show for you. John Asalon will be joining us. He's also having computer problems, but we're expecting to have him on. And of course, Geoff Giordano will be joining us. And I am going to play my first ever game of APBA football, the fourth quarter of one of the greatest games of my life, when the Giants beat the Patriots the second time after the 2011 season.
That's the Manningham catch, right?
That's the Manningham catch. That's right. That's right. It'll never have or come close to the 2007, 2008 Super Bowl when the Giants beat them the first time. But they were, heavy underdogs in both of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that the game Asante Samuel dropped the interception? That's that one, right? He dropped
that's the second one. Yeah.
So Patriot fans, I'm not a Patriot fan. I don't hate him, but Patriot fans talk about that Asante Samuel. They call it the Asante Samuel game, is what they call that one.
Yeah, and in New York, you're right. It's the Manningham game.
And until the Eagles beat Tom Brady, I made the joke with Patriot fans that if Mr. Brady wants to see his missing trophies, he can just go down to East Rutherford and see him.
Right, absolutely. So you guys should be pretty happy. You got Adley Rushman. You stole him from my beloved Orioles.
I just hope he's healthy. That's all. I'm kind of worried about. I'm a little bit paranoid with the Red Sox medical staff that he's going to go down to rehab assignment and be like, you know what? It's just not coming back around. I think I may be done for the year. So if he's healthy,
I mean, I would imagine that they did some pretty heavy scrutiny and medical opinions and all of that. I'm sure it wasn't just, you know what? Screw it. We like the kid. Let's take him. We'll take a shot. We'll take a shot.
If you know the Red Sox, Red Sox have a.
We don't have anybody on our team named Adley. We need a guy named Adley. Let's get that one.
The Red Sox medical staff has had their blunders in the past of misdiagnosing guys. We had Jacoby Ellsbury with a broken rib for 3 months. They didn't know it was the broken rib, and they just said, "I don't know what's wrong with him. We just don't." So we'll see. My fingers are crossed. He'll be back up playing here soon. But
man, I just remember. I mean, when you get older. Right, guys. I mean, you don't have the hero worship, obviously, that you had for players when you were a kid.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that you can't find players that you really, really like. And, for me, Adam Jones was that way. To me, Adam Jones was like, when he came up with the Orioles, I just love watching that guy play. I loved his attitude. I loved his defense. And then when Adley made his debut, I remember, he did this. If you've ever seen the footage, he does this thing where, they give him a standing ovation before the game starts because he's the dream. He's everything the Orioles have needed at that point for, years. And he takes it all in with this like boyish smile. It was so really beautiful to watch. Then his first at bat, he hit a triple, which, you know, is legendary in Baltimore. You know, helped them win over 100 games that first year in 23. Got him to the playoffs in 24. Couldn't win a playoff game with a gun either years, but, you know, got him there. And then last year, you know, such a disappointing season for him. But then this year, when he's healthy, he's been, you know, he's at times he's been Mr. Clutch for them. So, I mean, I guess it makes sense. Like, I understand why they did it, but it hurts. It hurts me inside.
Oh, sure.
I don't have an Oriole. I'm sorry, Jackson Holiday. You'll never be my Adley Rushman.
Let's put it this way: the last 3 jerseys I bought. Okay, Mookie Betts traded the Dodgers.
What's that?
The last 3 jerseys I've bought. Okay, of current players. Mookie Betts gets traded to the Dodgers like 2 weeks after I buy the Red Sox jersey. PK Subban, Montreal Canadiens, traded to the New Jersey Devils within like a month after I bought the jersey. I get a Carey Price Montreal Canadiens jersey. He's pretty much gets hurt for the rest of his career. So I stopped buying current player jerseys. I invest money into these things, and they're gone. They're gone.
Because the reality is, if you buy a jersey of a current player, you're a moron. Because you're going to lose that guy. I mean, how many Mets fans are walking around with Pete Alonso jerseys?
Well, you just have to buy. If you buy a home Red Sox jersey with the number, you just hope that someone comes along with that number again. like for instance, if you had a John Lester jersey, a 31 jersey, a home jersey, and you're mad he left, well, now Adley Rushman's wearing 31, so now you pull that back out. It's an Adley Rushman jersey. So
Wow.
that's the good thing about having the no names on there. But, you know, it's funny. Nomar is the last, like, I mean, I like the current Red Sox guys, but Nomar is the last guy that was like, you know, I think I wasn't really a kid then yet, but the last guy I really liked. I bought his jersey and I was, you know, but when he left, there was kind of that realization that, you know, I'm too old to be getting upset over players who leave my team. You know what I mean? Like I can still like the Red Sox and I pull for the guys on the team, but I don't have the attachment now. Like when we trade, someone's like, oh, well, you know, like Mookie, that sucked. I mean, but I wasn't like heartbroken, but I can imagine a 12-year-old kid who's like, man, you know, when Clemens left Boston, that was horrible for, I was a huge Roger fan. I know in hindsight, he's not the best guy in the world, but when Clemens left, but Nomar left. So as you get older, you kind of start to kind of just pull for the laundry.
Oh yeah, sure. I realized when they picked up Jose Canseco back 95, 96, and I hated Canseco with Oakland. Just never came across as a McGuire I liked, but Canseco just never came across as a good guy. It's like, I've got to root for this douchebag now.
No, he looks like a hitman in Scarface.
And it's like you're really, and to Mike's point, you're rooting for the laundry.
Well, we same thing. Hated Canseco. I was there. My first game in Fenway was in '88 against the A's.
Ooh.
And they were chanting steroids to him in right field. Like, hated Canseco, can't stand him. Well, the Red Sox pick him up. We go to Fenway. I think it's 95.
Yeah, 95.
And
I think he was there for that run.
And I'm still like, you know, I'm kind of holding my nose. He hits 2 home runs in the game. And I'm like, you know, I kind of like this guy. I mean, you know what? I think he gets a bad rap. Right. And I went outside after the game and I bought a Jose Canseco, like a T-shirt, like a caricature shirt of Canseco, and I bought that. Go, Jose's my guy. So it's amazing how your opinion of people changes. Like, you know what?
Here's the opposite story. Now we want to talk about the convention and all that.
Yeah, we need to talk about the convention, and I'm still waiting on John Asalon. I'm not sure what's up with him. We'll hold on one second. We'll bring Geoff in a minute here. Go ahead.
So real quick, Louis Tion pitched for the Red Sox when I was real young, but in '79 he goes to the Yankees.
Oh, that's right.
And so
everybody of that era went to the Yankees.
I know. It's kind of like today. When the Dodgers. So right. Game of the week or whatever, and I'm watching, and it's Tion pitching for the Yankees. What are you doing? What are you just? So yes.
Yeah. All right. So joining us now, and I'm sure Asalon will be here at some point, and we're going to be talking with Geoff about APBA football, but you know, an APBA legend overall. Mm-hmm. Geoff Giordano joins us. Hey, Geoff, how are you?
Hi guys, I am actually in my basement, so pardon the clutter. It's a life phase purge.
Box scores from the basement. This looks better than John Herson's office. Actually, no, actually, his office wasn't too bad. They have one room at the APBA headquarters that it looks like my wife, who's very she's kind of a neat freak. She doesn't like a lot of clutter. She gets gives her like panic attacks. She wanted to go in there and start cleaning, and I'm like, babe, we got to film this thing. We don't have time for you to straighten out the Apple offices.
Did she see where Tebow was taping from last week? I mean, if you take, he's got pictures of his gaming area.
Tebow?
Yeah, Tebow.
He seems to me like the kind of guy who would be very sort of like careful with that. So you're saying he's not? He's the opposite?
It's just a lot. There's just a lot there, and it's not.
But is it organized?
It's organized, but not sorted.
I see. Why do I feel like we're Felix Unger and Oscar Madison now? So
Jeff froze?
What's that? Jeff may have froze.
Yes, no, he drank. Okay.
So guys, I got to start by saying that we had, before we get into the specifics, just as an overall thing, I had heard about the APBA convention. I had heard that it's special. It's got history to it. There's a certain legacy about it. It's been around in various forms for, I think, 50 something years, I think, maybe, if you go all the way back. The guys there were absolutely tremendous. Maria was like floored by how nice everybody was, how gracious everybody was with their time. I didn't know what the response was going to be. Like, hey, there's a film crew coming. And John kept telling me, it's okay. I'll make it all work, But I was like, guys really going to be okay with us filming while they're playing their games and being dragged up for interviews and all that? They were so supportive. And they were really excited by the fact that we're doing this, And when they saw the crew, and, this wasn't like me on my phone, and there was like, we had a truck with lights and a dolly and, all the things that you need to make things work and shoot them properly. And it was just such a great experience. The only thing I regret is that I didn't get a chance to play anything because, we got in Thursday night, and met a few people. Got up. Our call time on Friday was 8 a.m. Start shooting. We're done at like 8, so that's like a 12-hour day. And then Saturday, same thing. We ended a little earlier on Saturday, but you're beat. It's especially the crew, man. I mean, we had this guy Ralph. Now Ralph is a dolly grip. That's his primary on-set occupation, which means he's the guy that's making sure that a dolly shot is smooth and, the track is laid down. But he's been in the business for over 30 years. I mean, you look at this guy's page, he's worked with Spielberg 6 times. That's who we had working with us on Thespian. And he was the guy that got us our sound guy, Caleb, who was also tremendous, young guy, but really understood what we needed. And we were filming in an environment in some cases that really wasn't conducive to getting great sound, because we couldn't, I'm used to quiet on the set, quiet. Well, that, yeah, absolutely. Lots of that. Yeah. But that wasn't even so bad. It was the chatter, particularly in the hotel lobby, once we got down into the conference room itself, the chatter's expected. I mean, that's like, but so we're shooting in an area, and I'll show you guys some stills in a little bit. We're shooting in an area. In fact, I'll pull one up now. So that is John Asalon. Pretend he's actually in the room with us, or at least in the studio with us, because he's supposed to be. So, this is taking place at a conference table that's right off the front entrance to the hotel. It's about halfway between the front entrance to the hotel and the front desk of the hotel. And it's not in its own room. It's just it's separated by a wall. So all the noise from the front desk, from the hall, from people eating in the breakfast area, we're hearing that, So what do you do? How do you fix that? Well, the way you deal with that is you have to shoot it. So we had to obviously get what's called B-roll of people in the lobby actually talking, so that when we get to his interview, when you hear that sound in the background, it's justified. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
So now we know where that noise is coming from. But I'll tell you, and hopefully by next week, I'll be able to show off some video clips, with sound, with some edits. It won't be much, but it'll be something. And the fact that Caleb was able to get in there and still get good sound, not all sound guys would have been able to do that.
Yeah.
They would have been like, I can't do this. They would have freaked out. He found ways to do it he was adjusting frequencies on the fly, things that you might do in post. Hey, Marco, he was doing it on the fly. And so this is the close up. We had two cameras. We had an A cam and a B cam. So the A cam was doing sort of the wider angle, right? This is the B cam. This is, and just again, to kind of point out some of the little things that you do to try to make your frame look as pretty as you can. The room wasn't set up exactly like this. Blinds weren't necessarily where they should be, and candles and things weren't necessarily. So if you look, you see that green kind of bush in the back, right? Seems like a small nothing thing. Oh, that's kind of cool. That wasn't there. That was, me and Maria looking at the monitor and going, there's dead space back there. And some people, they wouldn't have cared. They would have shot it. But we took a bush from somewhere else in the hotel, stuck it on a little stand so that there's something in the background. And I know it almost sounds like, oh, great, Mark, you're a genius. You're Scorsese. You put a fucking plant in the corner. But the reality is, Scorsese does think about things like that. And the shot composition. So this was the first interview that we got. And when I saw the monitor and I saw this, because I had never worked with any of these guys before, on Thespian and other projects. Yes, I've worked with crew that was recommendation, but it's always a little like you don't really know what you're going to get. They give you their reel and you look at their reel, but sometimes you don't know what exactly their job was on that particular project. So they'll say they were the cinematographer, but actually what they were was the camera op, which is a slightly different job. The cinematographer is the guy's really in there working with the director to sort of compose the shot and the lighting and all that stuff. The camera operator, it's not saying it's an easy job, it's because it's not, but it's not quite the same thing. So anyway, that's John Asalon. Do you guys all know John? I know Ron does. When Pesky, were you with us? No, you weren't with us when we had him last week, right?
I was not here last week, so I do not know John.
Jeff, have you ever met John?
Not in person, no.
He is I believe he's an Apple Hall of Famer, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. Really, really, really great guy. So great, but he's so great that I was hoping we would be talking to him. And I still don't have a text from him. I've got a thumbs up from about 8 minutes ago. I don't know how that's going to help us now, but hopefully, John, you'll join us. My wife, she actually said, because he's 70, my wife was shocked that this was a 70-year-old man. She actually said, after she looks at me, and I'm standing with one of the crew members, and she goes, "That John is 70?" I was like, "All right, babe, relax, okay? Just relax a little bit." But he was a really great time, really great interview. And then, of course, we've got this pretty cool shot, huh? From the warehouse of APBA. This was a really actually great place to shoot because we controlled the sound here completely. So the sound, no issues, no problems. Little bit of set dressing, putting this stuff there again, getting rid of the negative space. Again, a small touch, but an important touch. If you look in the back, you see that bay door. Well, when we first set up, that bay door was closed. And we both said, Maria and I, it doesn't feel right. It feels like, because we got exterior shots, that are daytime, right? So if we go from that exterior shot to this shot,
So you just open that door just a crack,
just a
so you can
tiny bit,
the sunlight through.
just to get a little bit of sunlight and to kind of show that it's not night, it's day, which again, little thing, but something pretty cool. And I mean, some of the stuff that we saw at APBA headquarters. I mean, what's the original box color for the football game, Geoff? Is it brown
red
and white?
It's like that.
Oh, is it?
This is the red.
It's like what?
It's red and white, like that baseball box, just the red instead of the blue.
Which is I saw a brown and white box. Is that basketball maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it is.
Unless it hyper faded, which is possible for a game launch in '58 for the football game.
No, I think it was the basketball game.
So it goes back to '66. Yeah.
So we've got that. Then this is. So I told you that we have this. So this would be what would be the ACAM shot. There's John. There he is.
I'm on my phone, man. I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. We were just talking. We just showed your image. I was telling the guys that I think my wife has a little crush on you.
Oh,
that
he was telling your age too. He was telling your age, and
he tells everybody his age. He's so fucking proud of me.
No, I did. No. Now, come on, man. Give me a break with that. If they ask me, I tell them to write it down so they don't forget. But other than that, it's all good. I listen. I loved your crew. They were so professional, so friendly. They made everybody feel at ease. Caleb, Eddie, Ralph, Jace. Of course, your wife, Maria, was just lovely. And you aren't lovely, but you were very professional. And
I am lovely. It's very hard to be
lovely. That's right.
I am lovely. You guys all need to understand that. I'm extremely lovely.
Well, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. We all know that.
That's what his bottle of Mr. Bubble told him this morning that he was.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Right.
No, the thing is though, and John, and then please continue. But the thing is, when you're on a film set and you're directing, there's so many things that are on my mind at any one time. The crew, they have their job.
Yes.
And they're very, very, very good at their job.
Yeah, absolutely.
A director is thinking about all the things that a director thinks about, and then on top of it is also thinking about their job. So sometimes I think any director, you have to be focused. And you're also thinking about time. You're thinking about how long it's going to take to set something up. You're thinking about lunches. For the crew, there's like these little things that it keeps you in constant. I wouldn't say stress is the right word. What would be a word? It's just you're
but there's an anxiety that's going through it because you're
not anxiety so much. In fact, if anything, I would say I'm the least anxious when we're actually like.
But wouldn't it be like chess where you got to be thinking 2 or 3 moves ahead?
Yes. Yeah.
And it's it can be overwhelming because you're trying to watch your crew. I know there was a discussion about lighting. Should the shade go up? Should the shade go down? And sometimes that's a 5-minute discussion because you're looking at a couple of different cameras. You're getting some opinions. I mean, it's. I've been on a movie set because I was an extra, and I also was on a television commercial shoot. And so I kind of had a feel for how this all works and the lights and the cameras and things being moved and scenery and whatnot. But and I wasn't sure what I was going to see or get when I went to the convention with you and your crew. But it was just as professional, in some ways more professional than the shoots that I've been on. So I just got to tip my cap to you and your guys.
Well, thank you. Yeah, that really means a lot to us. I said to Maria the night before, because, for things to fall into place, especially flying down, I had never met Ralph. I knew Eddie. As it turned out, I knew Eddie as an actor because he's from Baltimore.
Yeah.
And I was teaching a class for what's called the Baltimore Youth Film Arts Center or something, which is administered by Johns Hopkins University.
Yeah.
And he was in my class. And he had told me that he was a cinematographer, that he was doing some shooting, But this was also 7 or 8 years ago. So he had reached out because I posted in an Atlanta forum looking for shooters, and he had reached out. And at that time, Ralph had already found somebody else.
Mhm.
When I looked at this person's, the problem is the person that Ralph found didn't have a reel. So I was in this weird place because on the one hand, I wanted to trust Ralph because he's been in the business so long. But on the other hand, I didn't feel comfortable hiring somebody or not hiring them personally because John Herson he's the one who footed the bill for that.
Mhm.
I just didn't feel comfortable hiring a DP who didn't have a reel. Like that didn't make any sense to me. Like we're all, adults and businessmen, and you wouldn't just hire somebody because they said they're good, right? You'd
Right.
want to see
Right.
some example of the work. So Eddie did have a reel. So, we had Eddie, but I didn't know if he could shoot really. Then he brought this guy, JC, who turned out to be great. He had a really great eye for a young kid, made some great choices. Caleb, was again a recommendation from Ralph. And I got to see some clips of some of the sound that he'd done. He had done some work as a boom mixer for Stranger Things. But that's not quite the same job as what he
Yeah.
was doing on
Right.
this. So I said to Maria the night before we were in the hotel, I said, babe, this is either going to be so much better than I think it's going to be, or it's going to be a disaster. And as it turned out to be so much better than I thought it might be. I mean, and again, it's a combination of how great the crew was, how great, guys like you, John, were to be patient, to understand the process and the willingness to tell your story. I can't thank all of you enough. I mean, it was really incredible. It was really incredible.
Well, and I knew, and I was the first guy out of the box, so I kind of went out there, and again, having that experience in a small measure, I kind of knew what was going to be going on. But the other guys I was concerned about because a lot of these guys are kind of to themselves, and even though they're a big part of the community, I was wondering how they would react if they're sitting in front of a camera and having to relate their story. So every time I knew that they were being shot, I found them after the shoot and I asked them, "Hey, how did it go? Did you?" And they said it went great. And for them to say that and feel that they were comfortable in that situation, it says a lot about you and the crew.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I got a really nice email from Darren Scholes.
Oh, there's so yeah.
Yeah, and he sent a really nice email. I had a great time, but he also made it. It was important for him to know that there is no T in his last name.
Yes.
It's not Schultz, huh?
It's no, it's not.
You
It's
know,
Scholes.
I was writing down the divisions for the tournament on Saturday, and I accidentally put Schultz, and then I scratched it out and put Schultz. But yeah, him and his brother are great guys, and all the people. I mean, you interviewed the legends too. I mean, Pete Simonelli. You talked to Greg Wells, who is as well known as anybody in the community. Skeet Carr, who's been around forever. Those guys, and some of them are. It takes a lot to pull stuff out of them, but they were very comfortable with you, and they said, everything went great when they were in front of the camera.
Yeah, we had a lot of people come up to us and thank us for doing the documentary.
Yeah.
Pete Simonelli was really complimentary. With Pete, we had a story. Pete was shot here at the Apple warehouse,
Right.
and they were setting things up and doing their thing. And I was talking to somebody. I don't remember exactly what I was doing, but I was noticing that it was taking a really long time to get first shot. And I was finally like, guys, what the hell is why is this taking so long? They were having a problem because they were getting glare from his glasses. And so they were adjusting lights to try to get rid of the glare. And they go, well, if we do this, maybe we get, that's not working. And they're like going on and on and on. I go, Pete, is it okay if we take off your glasses? He said, sure. That was the solve.
Yeah. But that's the thing is people don't understand that, the lighting has to be almost perfect. You can't shoot when it's too dark. You can't shoot when it's too light. Even when I turned the camera on here, I made sure that there wasn't glare back on that
Good.
the back part of my office here. So I understand that some people do, others don't, and some might be sitting around going, "When are we going to get started?" But things really have to be in place, and when it is, you shoot, and until then, you wait.
Well, I'll give you an example. Ron asked me to talk about color grading and color correction and all that stuff. So unfortunately, I don't have. I could pull one up, but it might take me a few minutes. So when I get the image, it's what's called a log or a flat image.
Mm-hmm.
It has no color. I mean, it's not that it's not black and white,
Right?
but it's like I should have done this.
It's flat. I can. Yeah, it's.
Does that make sense?
There's no hue. There's no really.
There's no contrast. There's no
Yes,
saturation.
yes.
It's just and the reason you want that is because ideally you don't want the look baked in to the footage that you're given, because then you can't really do much in the way of adjusting it. But
Right.
if you get a log image or a raw, in this case it's called B-raw, a raw image, as the colorist, and I'm not a professional colorist, but I'm good. I'm good enough. I'm not going to do it. I shouldn't do it. Don't hire me to do Spider-Man. I shouldn't be allowed anywhere near there. But for thespian and for projects like this, I've gotten pretty good. And so the thing is, you've got to add the contrast. You got to add the saturation. Looking at this shot now, I just did this in 2 minutes yesterday.
Yeah.
What I would do to really fix it, if you look like it on his forehead, there's a little bit of light shining. Can you see like there's just a little bit of glare? That can be fixed. There are tools to remove that, to even it out. So I would do that. I would there's things I could do to bring out John's eyes a little bit more. There's a lot of little things, at some point as we go through this process, this is just I just wanted to be able to show you guys some images, but this stuff will get worked on. Thankfully in a documentary, it's a little bit easier because you don't have the same scene from a million different angles. So one of the things that's important with color correction and color grading is, you shoot, let's say, a master shot of something, right? Let's say it's people at a dining room table, whatever. They're having dinner. It's a dinner scene. Then you go in for individual close-ups of each person. Then you might do an over-the-shoulder shot of one person looking at somebody else. And then you might do this shot and that shot.
Are you talking like a pickup shot? Or
no, a pickup shot is, it would be, not pickup shot, but a reaction shot. Yeah. A pickup shot is when you forgot to get something, or you realize that there's another shot that you want to tell your story, and you pick that up on another day. That's called a pickup shot. But yeah, reaction shot would be a great example. So you've got the over the shoulder shot of looking at the person, then the reverse of that, right? So to match lighting exactly on all of those different angles, I mean, a good crew will get close, but one of the jobs of the colorist is to make sure that it's seamless. So you don't cut from one shot to another, and all of a sudden there's sort of like this jarring difference in the color temperature,
right,
or the lighting temperature.
So how much Bisquick am I going to have to put on my face when you come up to do me?
John, how was the makeup process?
The makeup was great. Maria was very gentle with her powder. It went really well. I think she took a little extra time on me, though, Mark. I might be a little worried about that. But
let me just tell you, here's the situation. Ron and I recorded something earlier that's bonus content for the podcast version. And I was talking about how after we recorded it, she was out in the, I'm in the office area. She's like maybe 15, 20 feet away from me. And I was talking to Ron, and I said, yeah, tonight, we're going to have John Asalon on. So I went out. She went, John's coming on? Tell him I said hello. I swear she did that. I swear. And there was a little bit of a glow.
Well,
we're gonna have to talk about that, me and her.
she was very sweet, but not only to me, but to the entire cast. And and the guys there. And I mean, everybody really appreciated what you guys were doing. And, you know, if afterwards she wants to get my number, I'll
Well, I have it.
well, you better hide it.
Actually, she has it. Because she was the one that she was given the call sheet.
Yeah.
So that if she needed to get a hold of somebody, like they're running late or something.
Yeah.
But she actually did say that, I mean, really everybody, and she was really impressed with another guy that she couldn't believe his age was Skeet.
Oh, yeah. Skeet.
What, 82 maybe? Does that sound right?
Yeah. Well, he started working for the game company, I believe, in 64.
Well, I know he's at least 80. I just can't, because I remember that number.
Yeah.
I just can't remember.
He's got to be, I think he's 81 or 82, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
And
but
she was like,
she
said, like, well, what is it about the APBA game that some of these guys,
see,
look so young? And, maybe she's.
Well, it's a kid's game and it keeps you young. You know what I'm saying? It does. So I'm not sure that's the reason, but no, it is true. And I'm looking at John Hurston's mug there. It may take you months to get that looking good. That's all right.
I should probably put something else up. Huh?
I'm not too sure about that, but
in fact, here we got.
There's Greg
Barrett. Yeah. He was. We had a really good interview with him.
He's another great. And you talk about anything about football, that guy knows it. I've been watching some of his YouTube clips to kind of get acclimated to the football game, because I played it a little bit, but I really want to get a little more into it. But
we're going to be playing it tonight.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I sent some of these stills to my brother just to show him, the work that we were doing down in Atlanta, and I sent it like in a text, and he wrote back about this one. This guy looks like he's living in 1955.
Yeah,
And so I said, he talks like that too.
Yeah. He played football without a helmet, I think.
He's got like this quality. He's very sort of gruff and very direct. I remember.
Was
the
he
first
Art
time
Donovan's roommate with a Colts or something like that?
Right, exactly, right. The first time I encountered him at the convention, we had talked on the phone for the pre-interview thing, but I was in the elevator. I walk in, I go in the elevator, and there's a silver-haired guy, and he comes up to me, and he's like this. He's like, "Hey, Mark," and he's like really like kind of intimidating a little bit, He's like, "How you doing? I'm great. I hope you're getting good stuff."
Yeah,
he's very, very, very intense, but really, really, really sweet guy.
Yeah.
And we talked about a lot of things with him, and particularly the battle with cancer that his wife went through, and this amazing love story about two people who she wanted him when she was sick. He would go down, he usually played his games down in the basement.
Yeah.
But when she got sick, she liked the sound of that. Do that roll again, Geoff. That dice roll.
Yeah, the shaker.
The shaker sound. She likes that sound, so she would ask him to play sitting next to her, which is and she's fine and she's with us. And this guy lives on the Isle of Wight, which is unbelievable. Can you imagine living on an island off the coast of England? I want to go visit Greg. But again, good shot, good composition. I think the guys did a really nice job with this shot. This shot I'm going to show you, and yes, I know I've already gotten like 9 comments. How come it's not a 6.6? Why is it a 5.5? I just grabbed the first image I saw, man.
That did pop into my head when I saw that.
We have 6.6s. I promise. We've got guys rolling 6.6s. We got so many dice rolls. It's unbelievable. But I just wanted to show that this was a choice. You can't get this with a regular lens. You can't do this with your iPhone. You can't do this with it. There's no millimeter. This is a macro lens.
Yeah. Right.
And I deliberately wanted to use a macro lens because I think this, and again, there'll be a color grade, and I might even add a little bit of like a little splash of light that I could add in post to kind of really kind of bring it out. But the idea is, the story of this hobby in some ways is the story of dice rolling, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you got to make the dice look pretty. You got to make the cards look pretty. You got to make the fast action cards look pretty. So I just want to show you that, those
I
are the
love
kind
the
of things.
contrast of the light in the black 5 with the dots, with the light in the middle, almost like their eyeballs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that blue background with that's a great shot.
Yep. We got lots of them. And then here's some. These are the shots that are going to need the most love and sort of massaging. are the convention. I mean, I'll start with this. I was afraid that the shots we were going to get in the conference room were going to be a nightmare
because of
because the lighting that's there is just horrible. Right. And for some reason, all you guys are like vampires. You wouldn't even open the drapes. Like there was. I mean, I remember I walked up to people and I was like, "Is it okay if I open the drapes?" They're like, "Okay, I guess if you have to, yeah, go ahead." You know,
don't ruin my vibe, man.
Right.
All that's missing is the smoke from a '70s bingo hall on that shot, right?
You know,
it's funny,
but it shows the cards, and I don't remember. I don't remember exactly. I don't think I got the names of either of these two guys, but I will.
The guy on the left is Devlin Toth. I believe that's him. He's our newest Hall of Famer.
Oh, nice.
One of them.
Oh, cool.
And I can't, again, I'm on my phone now, so I'm not real sure who the guy on the right is. He might be a newbie.
Sounds jersey, Nashville Sounds jersey.
Yeah. He might be a newbie. I don't recall seeing him before, but
Devlin is a guy. Is he the guy that is kind of like responsible or part of APBACON? Like that's.
Yes, he's played over 13,000 games of APBACON, and he runs 5 leagues. I think he's in 7 different leagues. He is he's a maniac, man. And I first talked to him a couple weeks ago on my podcast, and a really interesting cat. One of these guys that he's just immersed in the game, and he can tell you anything about. He's a great ambassador for APBACON. If you need to know anything, he would be the guy to go to.
I've been playing a lot of that, so that'd be good to know.
Yeah, exactly. So, but well-deserved Hall of Fame induction for him.
Now, Geoff, you've never been to this convention, right?
I've been to Lancaster in 2012, which I documented on Twitter and Facebook and YouTube. And after that, was the transitional year. So no, I haven't made it to Alpharetta as yet.
So 2012 was the only. How many years have you been playing APBA?
I started in 79.
79, and that with the football or with the baseball?
Yeah, football.
So for you, it's always been more about football. But you do play some baseball or none?
I've rolled a few games at Pete's house, Simonelli's house. I think we used the National Pastime Game, the actual one once.
Oh, wow.
I've been to the Robert Henry tournament, which is, for the Bridesburg Boys and Girls Club. That goes back to 2013. And so I'll pinch hit, as it were. And
I'll tell you, Geoff is going to be a great guest. I had him on my podcast back, I think, in season 3, if I'm not mistaken, Double G. But he is very, very knowledgeable on the football game. He is a big promoter of it. And who did you pick for the game? I know I saw that it was the Giants and the Patriots. Who do you have?
Well, I'm taking the Giants because no one else is allowed to take.
You're taking okay. So that leaves you with the Pats.
So
that's
Geoff
not bad.
is stuck.
Well,
with Brady.
Asante Samuel was UCF, not the. So, but.
And of course, we want to hear about your convention that's coming up at the Hall of Fame in what's the weekend again?
It's August 22nd, 23rd. Yeah.
Do you have any numbers that you can tell us? Any expectations or?
We're going to be debuting a game called Blue 52. Not we. I mean, Brad Plogstead reached out to me, and it's a really cool, colorful deck-based game that I think it's very thoughtful. It's very smart, and I think folks are going to get into it. Kind of like they got into breakaway football, which is very colorful, very narrative-driven, but statistically based. Michael Jabral is going to run a family football tournament, which is it's a relatively recent drive-by-drive game, and he does team strengths. So he's going to run a tournament, and he's also bringing Pro Strategy Football, the latest developments.
Oh, cool.
By way of Kerry Batts, the creator. So that's at least a few things there, and some interesting folks in the wind, and a couple of the APBA guys. Our Tom Zabella are going to stay a couple days this time. Bob Corsari. So hopefully we can get the APBA tournament. I've always wanted to get 24 or 36, guys in the APBA football tournament, spread it into 2 or 3 kind of sub tournaments by year or by what have you. So, we're getting closer.
Is Jerry Rice stopping by this year or?
No, we just missed Roger. Roger Worley's going to be there the weekend after.
Oh.
Oh yeah, Roger. Yeah.
So, because last year it was who?
Alan Fanico. Yeah.
And then Fred Biletnikoff
Yeah.
the year before that, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's when nobody really knew about this residency program, which is very smart. And they just a couple of weeks ago published the appearances for the rest of the year. So Joe Green's going to be there in October, so I may have to drive all the way back for that.
Right.
Wow.
But yeah, it's really cool. They have them in 3, 4, or 5 days, and just walking around. They made a point of coming down to the gaming areas behind the gift shop. So the research area, and it's kind of it's really cool.
Is there any value in scheduling the convention on a weekend when you know someone's going to be there?
Well, I thought about moving.
Is that possible?
I thought about moving it back to catch Roger, but people's travel plans, it's a little late. Yeah,
but for next year you could do that.
Of course, yeah, and I mean that's one of the whole point of the tournament is to be right where those guys are. So,
And what's the residency program?
It's a program that started a couple of years ago, where they bring back Hall of Famers, and they engage in the community, a variety of events, a 5K run, a community event here and there, in and around the Canton area, and they're sitting in the primary exhibit space. I mean, the first year when Fred Biletnikoff was there, Jay Villig, who's a Stratomatic guy, walked back in the game room and said, "Oh, Fred Biletnikoff's out there," and we're like,
Right.
we ran past him. It's
Right.
like, where'd he go? Where is it?
Right.
So that's when nobody told us he was going to be there.
I'll bet the Stickum jokes were flying that day. Yeah.
But a super cool guy, and then he came in. I gave him a copy of the original '76 Raiders. So all his teammates and him, he held up a copy of his card. So we're definitely keeping an eye on that. It would have been nice to know, but they've had apparently at least one staffing change there. Our regular liaison is, I think, leaving. So, and it's induction week. It's induction in a couple days. So I thought about trying to move it back, but
once it's in motion, it's in motion.
Yeah, I mean, if this were May, sure, but and some people will try to get us to do this in January, February, but leery of any winter events. So,
sure.
If it ever came out to you could get 100, 200, 300 people at this thing, turn it into a bigger expo, who knows?
Cool.
Everything's on the table for me. So
yeah, I mean, definitely it would be a dream for the documentary to be able to film guys like Biletnikoff, and one of the things I would love to do, and there's a universe maybe where this could happen. We had Tim Kirkjian on a few weeks ago, and he and I talked off air about this, and he was basically saying these days it might be much tougher than it would have been, even 10, 15, 20 years ago. I would love to be able to sit down with a younger player and play, the baseball game, whether it's APBA, Strat. We've been doing a lot of APBA the last few weeks because we had an opportunity to shoot at the convention. But, let's not forget, and I hope our viewers don't forget, that the documentary is about the hobby, and APBA, a vital part of the hobby. You'd be an idiot not to include APBA in a documentary about, the sports sim hobby. But, there are other games out there and other conventions we want to go to, and we want to observe people playing other games. But yeah, it would be great to get Adley Rushman as an example, since it still breaks my heart that he's not an Oriole anymore, with his card to sit down and play one of these games. So I'm
See you in September.
It hurts. What do you want me to say? It hurts.
Or lose you to some clam chowder.
Just Pesky, be nice to my Adley.
We appreciate Baltimore as our new AAA team. Thank you for helping out.
What was the year? It wasn't that long ago where the Orioles eliminated the Red Sox from the playoffs.
Oh, here we go.
That was a chicken and beer season.
Yeah, 2011.
That was good. Francona's last game right there.
That was good times. Good times back in 2011.
You're going to spend 2 days in Boston. You're going to be nice about it there, Unger.
See, the problem is the Red Sox fans who come to Baltimore are such shitheads, a lot of them. They just really are. They get drunk, they get abusive. They're people from Boston, you know.
I can guarantee you 95% of the time I've done this show sober.
I'm gonna go back through now and find the 5%. So here's the last picture I'll show you for now. Just a nice shot, good two shot of, you know, foreground, background, but
Like a
see,
Boston
this is the
fan right there. Looks like a
Yeah.
Boston. Red Sox
Yep, that's Kevin. Yeah, Kevin there. He's a big I don't know, I think he had a Boston team too. I can't remember for sure, but yeah, he was there. But yeah, and you know, you like the shots where you got the background where it's not in focus, but you know, that all lends a nice aura to the shot.
Well, I mean, and also keep in mind, ultimately, these are not going to be stills. These are
Yes.
right. So
Right.
I know that our camera guy did a lot of rack focusing, so because I told him to. So a rack focus is basically if this guy's talking, you want him in focus. Then when that guy starts to talk, you do what's called a rack focus to that guy. You know, one of the challenges, if I was going to do anything different at the APBA convention, you know, again, having not knowing, we'll bring this down, bring us back up, not knowing what the vibe would be, not knowing how willing to participate guys at the convention might be.
Yeah.
I was really afraid to like overstep a line. You know, the interviews I wasn't worried about because you guys had said, yes, I'd like to be interviewed, you know, ultimately. But, you know, going down in there on the Saturday, walking into this room with cameras and lighting equipment, you know, our guy's going to be like, what the hell? Get out of here with this. I'm playing, you know. And we had media release forms and everybody had to fill out. And if somebody didn't want to be on camera, you know, which didn't happen, they could have just easily have said, please don't shoot anything of me. Fine. That's totally fine. What I would have, so the way I kind of set it up is I told the guys what I was looking for, the kinds of shots that I wanted, the things we needed to get. You know, we needed to get the dice rolling and, you know, the cards and close-ups and wides and, you know, and also we wanted some footage to support the footage or the people we had interviewed. So Tebow at a table, John at a table. We got a few other guys at the table, but I kind of kept it pretty loose. You know, I basically said, hey, take your cameras, have at it. And then I would kind of walk around and say, oh, get this, get that, get that. What I didn't do is I didn't definitively compose shots. So normally when you're filming, you know, something, you're the director, you know, some guys use storyboards because they know how to draw. And nowadays you don't even need to how to draw to do storyboards. There's a million programs that'll do that for you. But you really compose your shot, you know, where you want everything to be and the camera movement that you want, right? But so for this, I was very loose with that. Now, having done it, realizing that guys were supportive of what we were trying to do, I could have taken my time a little bit more to really kind of get a little. I mean, again, I'm not saying that we didn't get great stuff because we did get great stuff, but you know, I would have liked to have, at least for a few shots, I would have liked to have really like moved people, you know, put you there. I want you crossing there. I want you, you know, we did that with you.
Yeah, right.
For that one moment where we had you enter the room and then
Yes.
cross to the chair. By the way, I can't find that shot. I cannot find that
Well,
shot.
I was thinking I was going to have to get my SAG card if I was on camera any more than I was.
There's a story behind that, which John knows, and I'll tell you guys. But yeah, we had this moment where John was going to sit and play with. We do have shots of you playing with. Who are you playing with?
I was playing with Ken Kraft.
Yeah. But it seemed like a lot of what Eddie got was your hands and the cards.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of shots of you. But what we had actually created, and I actually called action. This was the only time in the whole weekend I called action. Was I wanted John. He came out of the hallway and walked into the conference room, and the camera sort of followed him as he crossed the camera to sit down at this chair to play him, which to me would have been a nice way to sort of introduce that space visually.
Right.
Cannot find that clip. I don't
Mark,
know.
Have you asked your wife if she has it? She might have it.
Wow.
All right. Well, here's the good news. We're not hearing about Al Bunbury anymore. So I'm glad that we've moved past Bunbury to John Asalon.
Oh, heck.
Okay, I'm gonna go bet 9-4-1-8 now.
I think you threw him, Pesky. I think you put him off his game a little
down
bit.
for the count.
So did you shoot this in 4K?
Yeah.
So
I think we might actually shot it in 6K. No, I think we shot it in 4K. What is there a follow up, or are you just curious?
no, I was just very curious, and because I know you talk about filming, but there's no film anymore. It's all hard drives, right?
Right. But you still use the terminology. I mean, there are still people out there in major motion. In fact, the Odyssey was filmed.
Was it actually filmed on film?
Yeah.
That was on IMAX film too.
Right.
IMAX,
Yeah, they had to create special IMAX cameras are so loud that they had to create a box that would silence. And so the box was so big that the actors, for some scenes, they couldn't play against each other because they couldn't actually see each other.
I know.
So they created a mirror system so that they could look into a mirror and it would feel like they're looking into their partner's eyes in the scene.
I know that the sound from the original Technicolor cameras were so loud that they had to insulate them, and they were pretty huge.
Arnold Hunter's asking, where can I make a donation for the documentary? Notice I went right to, okay, let's click on that.
Yeah, let's go with that too.
That's a really great question, Arnold. And right now we don't have a platform set up. That's kind of the next step. The next step is, we have gotten some contributions. And if you want, you can text me, or not text me, direct message me on Facebook, or you can send an email to playball@boxscorefilm.com, because people did help us raise the money that we needed to shoot some of the stuff we're going to get from Ron up in Boston. So you can do it that way. But right now, there's no formal Indiegogo. John, you've been helpful, and I appreciate that. There's no formal like Indiegogo or Kickstarter. The idea is to have now that we've gotten this footage, to put some of that together, again, to show people in the community what we've been saying all along, that we want to make something that has production, high production value and great sound, and really something that showcases the hobby and the history of the hobby, but the humanity of the hobby. And that's something I really noticed at the APBA convention, was just the interaction of guys, and no anger at each other, none of that craziness that we all know is out there. Just and guys brought their wives, and they everybody just seemed to have a really good time. And Maria, on Sunday when we were leaving, we were in the hotel, and Maria actually looked at me. She goes, "Oh, it's sad. None of the guys are here." Actually said
it's on that way out, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of great backstories, and I know you captured a lot of that. And the guys are real excited about it, and really I'm really excited about seeing the finished product. It should be great.
Well, it's going to be some time before that happens, but the proof of concept reel, which will include some of the APBA, there's the APBA footage that we can use, because a proof of concept reel can't be 20 minutes long. It should be 4 or 5 minutes, 6 tops. We've got enough footage to be able to put together a bigger documentary, 15, 20 minutes. That would be an APBA sort of exclusive documentary. And John Herson and I have talked about, possibly doing that. That would be sort of a separate project for him and for his marketing purposes, and for the APBA community specifically. So we are an hour in. I'm sure it's time for some football now, guys, right? John, you are welcome to stick around to watch if you want, or it's up to you if you'd like to stick around. Otherwise, we can say our goodbyes. And
I got to go see Maria for a few minutes, and then I'm going to be.
I understand. All right, Eric. Dead horse. I
know we got to stop it. But listen, thanks for having me on, Ron. Great to see you again.
You as well. You as
yeah,
well.
yeah. And Geoff, hey, good luck to the Pats, brother. We'll see if they can take the Giants.
Well, what's the score right now? We're going into the fourth quarter.
Pats are up 17-15.
Right.
Wow, that's
I
a tight
forgot the
one.
Giants came back in that game. That's right, they did. That's right.
That's a
All
tight
right, John. Thank
All right,
you.
good luck to you guys. Hey,
I'll talk to you again really soon.
look
Thanks,
forward to
John.
seeing you. All right,
All
take
right,
care, guys. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And I will. There we go. Good guy, that John Asalon. Really good guy. Really good guy. One of the reasons why I chose him for the first interview is because we had him on the show
The week before,
last week.
Tuesday, yeah.
And for my own purposes, I wanted to start with somebody that I knew I could immediately relate to, so that we could build up, so I wanted to start with somebody that I felt I had a rapport with, because, if the first person in that chair is somebody who, for whatever reason, just wasn't forthcoming or felt uncomfortable in the process, that would have made me uncomfortable.
Right.
It was really important for me and for all of us to make people feel welcome when they sat in the chair and not feel like they were being interrogated, So I think we accomplished that. All right. Well, hey, I'm going to go take my quick break. Pesky, can you stick around long enough to?
I want to watch because I haven't played APBA football that much.
Stick around.
I want to kind of watch and learn, but I might have to get off and take a phone call from some people at the old job site in a little while. But I'll be in and out, so I'll be around.
All right. I'm going to take my break. I'll be right back, guys.
All right.
All right.
So, Geoff, talk a little bit about your APBA football journey for those who may not know it.
Well, started Street and Smiths, the usual, but really it's kind of an offshoot of collecting Topps cards, and and I would line the Topps cards up, and I would try to figure out a way to make them do something. So they would not do anything, and it really comes down to talking about marketing and advertising. In that particular issue, that particular time, the Stratomatic ad was an illustration. The APBA ad was an actual product shot, and replicated some of the copy of the color, those really full color brochures that were written so well. And and coupled with the Super Bowl 13, the Steelers, the excitement of that whole game. It's
That was a hell of a game.
Yeah, that's the one that kind of.
Zabreski's too young to remember that, though. The second Cowboy Steeler. I don't remember the first Cowboy Steeler Super Bowl, but I certainly remember the second one.
No, I mean my best friend was a Steeler fan growing up, and by the time we were old enough to really follow football, the Steelers were kind of on their way out. But he would always watch the old VHS tapes his dad had, and acted like that was going on now. I'm going this so I've seen that game, but as a kid you kind of we had the VHS tapes, but no.
My best friend was a huge Cowboy fan, and did I hear about? We were in the third grade. Boy, did I hear about that.
I was when I was a little kid. I liked the Cowboys too. I was a big Tony Dorsett fan, and so, but once again, the Cowboys kind of got bad quick when I was a kid. I remember watching the Montana game, 81 game. I remember the 1980 NFC Championship game. My dad kind of liked the Eagles. He liked Dick Vermeil. And so and we went to the Bills and Cowboys game in 84, 85 for my birthday. And the Bills won 2 games that year.
84.
And one of those games was they beat the Cowboys. The Cowboys showed up in Buffalo. The crowd was all Cowboy fans. The first play of the game, Greg Bell went 85 yards for a touchdown. The Cowboys had their blue jerseys on. It was cold. The Cowboys did not like they wanted to be there. They were kind of mailing it in. And they got beat 14-3. It was kind of a horrible game. And I was there as a Cowboy fan. That was my birthday present. Let's go see the Cowboys play. I think it was 85. I was 84, 85 to go to the
85. My dad grew up in Fredonia, New York.
Yeah.
Where the Bills trained for 1,000 years at Fredonia State, now SUNY Fredonia. And so it literally was in his backyard where his parents lived. So he went through there and went to that was Ferragamo was their starting quarterback that year. Kelly was still in the USFL. They went 2-14, but we both remember leaving, and there was a truck, a beat up pickup truck parked where the players were with the Virginia plates. Well, their first round draft pick was Bruce Smith from Virginia Tech. And you know, he knew that when Kelly finally left the USFL that everything would change for Buffalo, and it did.
Well, the funny thing was, like, so I'm young and I'm watching the Cowboys. I'm on Monday Night Football all the time, you know. So the same teams were on Monday Night Football, and I knew about the Buffalo Bills, but they always stunk when I was a kid. Like, they weren't any good. And so the idea the Cowboys were playing the Bills.
I'm not a Patriots fan because they always stunk when I was little.
But the Cowboys playing the Bills, like, I didn't think they could play each other. Like, to me, it was like a high school team playing, like the Bills are playing the like, oh my God, that's going to be like, that's funny. Like, I thought that was like, you know, and so it was just, I was so young, it was just so weird. And of course we went there and I think it was 80, it must have been 84.
So Arnold says that Geoff, you showed him how to play APBA football at the
D&D, yeah.
That's the one that I went to. I was there that year, 2020.
Yeah.
That's where I met Geoff.
That's the first one. Yeah. That's right after Dave and Mike Canestrari got back from Canton, so we're going to do one on the East Coast. So yeah.
I remember Arnold now. Actually, I remember. In fact, I was sitting right next to him while you two were playing.
I owe you a game one.
What's that?
I owe Arnold a game. Maybe get on a video call and do a Skype game or something, Zoom game.
Yeah. All right. Let me. Do you have the? Do you need to do any kind of switching to get the game up? Or is there? How are you doing this, Geoff?
No. I'm gonna be as untechnical here. I've not.
That's fine.
Yet invested in the full camera setup here. So away we go. I guess. I've got we've got the APBA football game here.
Oh, that's cool.
It's that's a joke for Joe Cards. That's the kids.
What is that?
That is the Superstar for Kids version that came out in 2000. And little joke we saw, there was a gentleman on the forums who said APBA was a kids game. So, and it actually has been, but no, we're actually going to play the big basic book from 2013, which is organized by field positions.
Actually, hold on. That kids game. Are you saying that APBA put out a kids a kids game? Or wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Around the time
what was the difference? What was the difference? Like what made that APBA but kid APBA?
It's a Candyland kind of a game.
Oh wow.
Moving, yeah. I did a video on it years ago. Around that time, when the 2000 edition came out, there were three. The real APBA game was the 1999 season. It's in the green box. It's the first time they used generic cards, so you didn't have to card all the players, which did not take off for many reasons. And then they issued a Pro Bowl version of the football game that was just the AFC and the NFC. It had some of the mechanics, only one run chart, one pass chart. You didn't even have points for the players. It plays differently. It was just kind of a gateway to get folks familiar with the rolling and looking up on the charts. And then the kids game was
right. That's brilliant. To lure the kiddies in.
It was APBA's always been ahead of the curve. I mean, to be quite often ahead of the curve, and that was one of those. The '98 NFL set was only published in the APBA Journal. It was the time there were some. I should might as well put myself back up here. Yeah. The company was going through all those well-documented straights, and then the '99 season set came out. It was a big push to do some right things, the kids game, the Pro Bowl mid-level game, and then the actual season set. And then 2000 was another kind of dip, 2000, 2001. And then you started getting that, I think it was around the time Fritz, I think, was still the president then, and John took over, 2008, 2009? I forget. I don't know all the exact dates. But, it was a valiant effort in that really nascent computer age to come out with a three-pronged approach. So
I know that we really should get to the game, but we really didn't get a chance to. I mean, we've talked to you before, obviously, but I don't really know that. So you started with the football game.
Right.
which you're like the first person I've personally ever spoken with who started with anything besides baseball.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's I don't know anybody who started with, you know, even something like Title Bout. I'm sure they're out there somewhere. Actually, Greg Barrett said that outside of APBA, the other game that he really loved was Title Bout.
Yeah.
Which is a great game. So how did you see the Street and Smith ad, or what was your entry point?
Talk a little bit on the break. Yeah. And that.
Oh, you guys did talk about this? If you did,
I asked while you during the break.
Okay, good. Okay, cool. All right. So that's just me repeating stuff that's unnecessary. All right. Let's go to the let's go to the game. And then we can talk while we're playing. Yeah. And I think, because I've never played it. Pesky's never played it. Ron's never played it, right? No. We would like some sort of tutorial, but again,
we'll do
as long as the game flow is still happening.
Yeah, we're gonna zip along. So we'll get our Brady over here. We'll get our Manning over here. So basically, every player has a card. So I've separated out. We've got the
Justin Tuck. I see Justin Tuck. I'm excited. I'm excited. There's Justin Tuck.
So there's your 11-man Patriot offense, your 11-man Giant defense. The Patriots total 44 points. The Giants total 40. So the Patriots have a 4-point advantage, puts them in the B offensive index. There's A for the best, B for the standard, C for the worst. Over here, you got the Giants offense and the Patriots defense, and I'm just going to keep them.
So just so I understand. So basically, when you go to the charts, because the Patriots are an A offense and the Giants are a B offense, theoretically, they should have more production.
Correct. Yeah. Anyone who's in the A index.
It's like the fielding charts, I suppose, in baseball.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but way more important.
Oh, absolutely.
way more important.
Fun. Yeah. So and then we're just going to play it very straight. +7. If the offense has a +7 point advantage to a -7 point deficit against the defense, that's a B index. There are floating indexes. There's the defense calling charts. A lot of ways you can slice and dice that. We're just going to play it straight, which I've always played B index. The game is geared for the B index. So
have you played lots of other football games besides APBA?
I started with Pay Dirt, started with Catico. I've just been
Catico. Wow, Catico, yeah.
Got a few of those there. Geez, what else? Yeah, I mean, it was primarily those, and
like Strat or Status Pro or any of those games.
No, I never got into the Status Pro. I was more of a war gamer at that time too, so playing a lot of Rick Toffin's War and.
Oh wow, I've got that right on my shelf here.
There you go. That's it. Somebody had a nice copy of Rick Toffin's War for sale at IndyCon. Didn't buy it though. I was already got about 4 or 5 copies, but so didn't see Status Pro in the shop. I would have bought it, of course, but and I'm learning Strat now. In fact, I'll do a little quick, very objective video on the very basic mechanics. It's got its pluses. Each game has its pluses. So,
a lot of people say that APBA football is actually APBA's best game.
Yeah.
And that APBA football is the best football game out there.
Wow, a lot of people say that because for the 15 years I've been doing it, it's been a
it could be because I just came from the APBA convention, but no, I have heard that. I've had people really love the APBA game. So for you, what makes APBA football the best?
It's a few things.
Can you? It'd be good to see you for a second while we do.
You want me to back up here?
If you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
I think this is important stuff.
All right. So the thing that I know this is the thing that makes this, you've got your Brady card, your Manning card. If I want to take the 69 Super Bowl 4, if I want to take Fran Tarkenton away from the Giants and try to play him against the Chiefs in Super Bowl 5, I can do that very easily. If I want Barry Sanders to be drafted by the Packers and run him through his whole career as in Green Bay, I can take that card and move it to that team.
Right.
It's not technically supposed to be done. We did a whole game with Dan Marino drafted by the Steelers and LOA sticking with the Colts. You can do things like that. You're not supposed to draft and do all that. It was never quite intended to be that, but you can do that. And more importantly, it's just, you've got you're Osei Manure or you're Justin Tuck. I mean, just your reaction was, yeah, I see him there.
Right.
That's important. You know, Mike Webster, if you're playing the Steelers,
Sure.
or Jim Lang or whoever, it's like your guy. So it's that collectability aspect. It's that tactile connection to my guy. He may not do a lot in the game, but APBA plays like you watch a football game. You watch it on TV, you follow the ball. Now, obviously, fans are a lot more savvy these days, but I'm pretty confident saying that when football was becoming more TV popular in the 50s and the 60s, unless you were a coach or a player, you were kind of figuring out what's going on, So APBA is kind of a follow the ball. The internal trench battle matters in terms of points, offense to defense. And if you injure a 4-point guy and he's out and you got to put in a 2-point guy, it can change your index. So it's just it captures the elements of the game that I need captured.
Right.
You can make matchups. I can put together a poker hand. I haven't done it, but you can do that. Match 3 defenders against 3 offensive guys. Whoever outpoints the other, maybe give them an extra yard. It's a very open source system.
Oh, interesting.
Whereas you've got a team chart and a game that's built on those team charts, and people want, for instance, they want offensive play calling charts. So what do I call on first down, third down? I never wanted that. I just want to call my guys. If I run Franco Harris 3 times in a row, in contradiction to at least one version of the rules, I'm going to do that. Or I just posted about Percy Howard. 1 Super Bowl touchdown catch, 1 touchdown, Super Bowl 10 for the Cowboys. You could make an entire fantasy story about him.
Right.
Maybe take his 1-point card and see if you can work him in at the beginning of the year, and if he has consecutive catches, you can create a mechanism that elevates him. So you can make a fictional aspect to this.
So it's the way that the individual players are integrated with the team, as opposed. I mean, Pay Dirt's a great game. I loved playing Pay Dirt as a kid, but it's a team game, and you have to, if you want to break it down into stats, you can. You can say, I'm giving the ball, it's an inside run or it's a draw. I'm going to give it to Newhouse or whatever it is. But APBA, does that because it's all individual cards. I get it. Yeah, I get it. I do know that people really do love the APBA football game.
A great example is when Al Wilson's Fast Drive Football came out, one of the biggest launches in football, in the hobby ever.
When was that?
That was about 22, 23. I have to look back at our interview with Al, but first thing, Mark Miller is a great contributor to all communities. He's been playing. Oh,
goodness gracious, is he ever?
Yeah, I mean, he's just a monster. So, Mark, I hope you're doing well. He took Al's cards and immediately allocated the scoring for every team, every set. So as fast as Al was churning out season sets, Mark was adding allocations for individuals. Point being that, you want to see your guy. If this guy, Sean Ellis, he doesn't have a W, so he didn't intercept the pass. He doesn't have a fumble recovery. He doesn't have an FR0, so it didn't fall on a ball. His numbers are pretty generic in the R column, but the big man could get a fumble if you play it that way. If you're not a strict as played player, and he could go, he could roll that 66.
Right.
And, get a nice return. Who knows? Get a kickoff squib kick. And, you can, it's the guardrails in APBA football are flexible enough that you're not hemmed in by that ironclad chart. And
right.
Which I totally respect. People want that level of accuracy. Play second season, the blocking battles are built into that. So it's just again, I would say that APBA. I mean, I'll say APBA football is the best game, sure, but it's really the first original game, and because it came out in summer of '58, between just before the greatest game ever played, although
right.
There's many other since then, but it's just incredibly prescient on the part of Dick Sight to take that national pastime, becomes APBA baseball. Now we're going to get a football game out, before anybody, 10 years
right.
before Strat. Strat's a great game, not denigrating the community.
that's yeah. I mean, look, it is all about what you're into, what what you choose to play, the style that you like, the mechanics that you like, and all of that. So, the last question, and then because we really should start playing, and I'm excited to start playing. Oh, and by the way, I've got to say, you're the coolest guy in the world because you brought us helmets. I really appreciate you going that. Isn't that cool, guys? Not everybody would do that. Jeff said, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it right.
Oh, they're cars.
Oh, that's even better than
They're
helmets.
cars.
These are the Fleer sideline cars. They're serial numbered. Not that they're worth anything.
You have them all?
They didn't do every
Those
team,
are awesome.
but they did do it. They roll a really nice thing.
Why would they not do every team? Like, why would they shorthand a team? Like,
I don't know.
which teams don't get a card?
I don't remember.
The
They did
Saints.
two
I bet you
versions.
the Saints don't have a card.
Well, no, the Saints do. I think they do. The Giants have the Giants, they also have the new/retro with just the NY. The Jets have the green from the 70s, and then the white original/neo classic. So this is the Pat Patriot, and I think they did the Flying Elvis. So they doubled up on some of the cars, and it's probably a little more expensive to produce than your gumball.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, they're quite good, and they're great for video. If you want to roll your guy in, so
that's beautiful. Oh my God!
There you go. See, it's like the Hanson brothers. They're playing with their toys. Totally.
We love that. So I guess the last question before we start playing, and I'm assuming I know the answer already, but I'll ask. A 6.6 is as important in APBA football as a 6.6 is in baseball, right?
Yeah, and an 11. If you look at the power numbers, so-called, if you look at Brady's 66 in the P column is a 2, and at 11 is a 3. So those are pretty powerful numbers. And Manning's got a 4 there at 11 and a 2 at 66. Now, if you look at the original 76 Raiders, I think Stabler had 1 at 11 and 66 and a 2 at 33. Same with Bradshaw on 78. I mean, they were just flinging the thing, and that's the way the game worked then, as opposed to the whole master game recalculation. But yeah, that 66, the 11, the 33, the doubles always. Now,
right.
Which makes it Keith Avalone distinguished second season by making those doubles not necessarily good rolls, just for a little insight there. So,
well, cool. Let's do it. I am ready to win again.
There we go. That's right. So let's see. So we've already determined that it's fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. By the way, thank you, Victor Wenzel, the 3D printed field there and scoreboard. And thank you to John Turnbull for my now very well worn.
Cool. That's great.
Does those. He did that very custom. We always do a custom field for the Canton event. So the Patriots have the ball up 17-15. It's 2nd and 3 at their 38. So you're the Giants, right? So you're on defense. So the only thing you have to call, well, there are a couple things you can call, and that will move these guys over here. I struggle with some of the newer teams to remember exactly who is in the game at the time. We're not going to worry about all the rules of different, what happens when you get 3 wide or 2 tight end. But for the Patriots, I've got in single back Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis. I've got 2 tight ends, Gronkowski and Hernandez. I got 2 receivers, Branch and Welker.
Right.
So what I'm going to do, we're only going to play basics. So there's inside run.
I'm just going to key on the murderer the entire game.
Now we're
not bitter still or anything, are we?
I'm not bitter. He didn't kill me.
Oh my goodness. So so your job on defense is to do 2 things. You can call run defense, run line, standard line, or pass line. Technically, it's D line is the pass line. S can defend against the run or pass, and the G is the ground line. You're stacking the guys in the box. And then you can, if you key the runner, well, you're going to be keying a single back.
Right.
If you want to try to guess the receiver, you can say it's going to be a pass to Branch.
So earlier when you and I talked, you said I had run defense, pass defense, or standard.
Correct.
Are you still saying that? Because you changed the language.
I changed. Yeah, I did. Basically, yeah, you can call a run a line to defend against the pass, standard to defend against runner pass, and a heavy to defend against the run.
Right. Okay, gotcha. And
Yeah,
it's what'd you say? It was 2nd and 3
At the
2nd and
38
3
England.
at their own 38.
Yep. So
All
what
right.
I'm going to do now, you see who I've got in the game, and we can, what I'm going to do on offense, you got your defensive guys here. If we have an interception or fumble, we'll look at that. What I'm going to do is I pick a play card, and I'll keep Brady up there. I'm going to pick a play card and a player, and I put that down,
Okay.
and then you can call your defense and key if you want to.
All right. Now, what's the penalty for keying?
That's a 2-line drop. If it's a run, the old rule was if there's a gain on the play, you drop 2 lines. The farther down you go down on the chart.
When you say drop 2 lines, what are you referring to?
So let's say let's just take I think I have Brandon Jacobs here. Yeah, Brandon Jacobs. Okay, he's an all-around runner. If he rolls a 15, or if he rolls an 11 and gets that 15 play result number, and you feed him, that becomes a 17.
Gotcha. Okay.
So down the chart.
Got it.
If it's Brady's, if Brady rolls a 66, but you key the receiver, that drops to a 4.
Got it.
So,
All right. So I just have to call my defense, right?
yes.
All right. I'm going to go pass defense, Keon Gronkowski.
Okay. So that's you call light key Gronkowski. I'm going to do a run inside Green Ellis, and we're going to stick the B index. I got to find this is the problem with the books. It's an inside run. All right. He rolls a 64. That is an 18.
Yep.
B index. B index against that pass or D line. That 18 is 3 yards.
First down at the sticks. Is there measurement?
Right
No
at
measurement?
it. Yeah, no.
All right.
So there's your first down. We're going to mark.
I don't like the spot. I don't like the spot.
30 seconds. We can set up a quick dispute chart. There is no challenge in football as yet. So, but again, eminently modifiable. So let's see who we got here. I'm going to keep my line.
Go Giants.
So 1st and 10 for the Patriots on their own 41. 14:30 to go in the game.
Correct. That's my offense, and we're not doing any of the. You're not calling nickels or dimes, just so folks know. They might hear about all these different packages. We're not doing that.
Which they do have, if you want to, in the master game. We're just playing very basic right now. Is that correct? Okay,
that's correct.
All right. So people that are watching, don't think that this is the only way to play the APBA. We're just playing it very basic to get a feel for it, but it can get much more advanced, as you learn more about it.
All right.
All right. Let me know when you're ready.
1st and 10. I'm ready. Yep.
All right. I'm going to go pass defense, Key Welker.
Ooh, you got him. Yeah, good job. All right, so we're going to roll and look on Brady's card. That's a 12. So that's a 22. You might have picked them. Now that stays because the
beautiful
is baked in. So the other note is that Welker is an A. So that elevates him to the A index. The team is a B plus the A for the receiver goes up. A nickel would knock that down. But in any case, you rolled a 22 A. Oof. Brady just escaped an interception. Incomplete. Very nice. Yeah.
In and out of the hands of who? Who would be on that the secondary there?
What do we got there? We got Raleigh. We got Phillips, Ross, Webster.
Oh, Ross. Yeah, actually, that was a really good secondary.
Yeah.
The flavoured ball. That's what it was.
2nd and 10 from the Patriot 41. Their ball. 14:15 to go.
All
right, guys, I got to run. I'll catch this on the replay. I'll see the final. I got to go run, take care of some school stuff for tomorrow.
I'm guessing because Adley called.
No, not Adley. No.
and he needs you to run over and help him at the hotel room?
I got to do a schedule check.
No, it's Al Bunbury called. He wants his maple.
All right, guys, have fun.
Good night.
Take care, man. We'll see you.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Oops.
Whoops. Oh, sorry, Geoff.
It's all right.
You're back.
Cool.
All right, great. So 2nd and 10.
All right. Yeah. That's my player.
Can I see the offensive players again?
Oh,
You're just your.
you got
I can't because they're in your hand.
we got a single back, and we got.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Let's go. Standard. And there's no key with a standard, I guess.
Yeah, you can key run or pass.
Oh, right. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. I'll go standard. Gronkowski.
Okay, so I'm gonna run Ellis outside. So
I almost did Ellis.
And that's a 46. The rolls. That's a 24.
So how do you know that 46 is not a good roll? Just from playing for some. Yeah, right. Okay.
It's not a bad roll, really. It's kind of 0. It's going to be 0. It was outside B index. Actually, it was you call it a light line. It's 1 yard.
All right, 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9. Big stop coming. Big stop coming. Big stop coming.
There we go. All right. Well, let's see. We're
So 13:45 to go. 3rd down and 9. Patriot ball on their own 42.
Correct. All right. Let's see what we got here. Try it. All right.
Remember, you don't need to key every play if you don't want to.
Well, I was just about to ask that question. Is keying something you should use sparingly?
No, keying, and that's one of the issues that some folks have is that there's quote no penalty if you guess wrong.
Oh, so there's no penalty if I call the wrong receiver.
Correct.
Or whatever. Okay.
Correct. You just missed the coverage, so it's
So that would mean that you should key every play.
Correct. Yep.
Right. And so you're doing it right. I didn't
Cost
want
you
you to
nothing.
get burned on a play if you were.
Yeah, no, I mean, I assume that there was actually a penalty, but I guess there's not. All right. So you ready?
Yep.
Pass defense, Welker.
Okay, we're going to branch, so it'd be a light line. He is an A receiver in the B index. Back roll there is a 33.
Uh-oh.
So Mr. Brady, I was actually on a 5 there. It's not bad, but it's going to be 5A. I'm in the wrong field position there, and I'll back up here. Medium pass. A5 against you had the light line, the pass the line, so that's 24 out of bounds. So 23, 24 out of bounds to the
Ouch on 3rd and 9.
Yeah. All right.
So you're in giant territory. What?
Correct. At the 34.
15 or 30 seconds.
That's their 15 because we're out of bounds.
Got a question here from Rob Scott. I know very little about APBA, but I do like granularity in the master game. Can you opt for zone or man defense? In man coverage, can you assign man-to-man assignments? Probably not that, right?
So it's not like strat where you can put guys into positions, but you could create. We've talked a lot about creating a shutdown corner with an asterisk. You could probably assign. I've wanted to play with that, like give.
That's interesting.
So there's a lot. Again, you can build it. It's great. But usually you put in a nickel back or a dime back, and there are various adjustments you make based on that.
All right. So 1st and 10, what yard line?
We're at the giant 34, and so that's still that big part of the field from your 15
pass hurt.
So yeah. So
yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go. Are you set?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go run defense, key Ellis.
Okay. So we're gonna go short to Gronkowski. He's an A, so it's gonna take that team B to an A, and he's gonna be in against the G line. So Brady rolls a 45, and that's a 10. I want to say short pass A against the G is 12 yards and out of bounds. So another clock preserve 2 and 12. Now you're at the 22
with 12:45.
Yes, 13:15. Did I miss?
Ron's pretty good at this.
I'll make it 12:45.
You're killing me, Whitey. You're killing me. They're killing me, Whitey.
Well, I'll make it 30 because that a couple of out of bounds plays. So
Right.
So, but we can have a little. All right. So now we're in that second field position. This is where the yardage gets harder as the field.
Short field. Is it short field?
So now, this is the second to last. So between the 30 and 10 is a set of results usually, and then between the opponent's 9-yard line and goal line. So let's do that.
All right. I'm going to go standard key the running back.
Good job. Nailed him. All right. Outside run, Green Ellis will be index. Rolls a 32 is 25. That's going to be B. That's going to be 0. Make sure. Should be. Yep. That's a straight 0 inbounds. Second down.
No gain. Stuffed.
There you go. Good
Second
job.
down. Now there's 12:45 to go, right?
I moved it. Yes, sir. I think. I'm reading Victor's thing here wrong here. I'll put it at 12:45. The time remaining is on the left there. So right. Yep. Okay.
Second and 10, Mark.
And
All
we're
right.
at 22. Let me
Just outside the red zone. And the score for those of you just joining, it's 17-15 Patriots. And the Patriots had the ball and they're driving.
All right. I'm going pass defense, key the killer.
Oh, man. You're sniffing it out now. All right. Hernandez is, and he takes the team to the A index. But Brady rolls a 55, which is
Oh, no.
So that's going to drop to a 10. So that's a medium pass, A index, and you call the light line, right? The pass defense line. So that drops from 8 yards to 2 yards. So good call.
Oh, nice.
That's a big, and that's inbound. So 2 ticks.
All right, 3rd and 8. Come on.
3rd and 8.
Need to stop.
12:15 to go. Ball at the Giant 20, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I screwed up the down marker there.
Do you want to call offense for the Giants, Ron?
Well, you can call offense. Well,
Sure.
we'll figure it out. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Okay.
All right. 3rd and 8. Pass Welker.
All right. We got, I think you've got it again. 3rd in a row. Look at that.
Wow.
Nice. See, he's got me sus now. So that's
I'm inside your brain, man.
That's it. Welker, A index. Brady rolls at 32 is a 21. That's going to should be incomplete. A, incomplete. Yeah, again, just. Oh, wait,
Nice.
no, wait.
Oh,
Yeah,
stop it.
not is A. Okay.
He's cheating. He's cheating.
No, that's right. Right there. We got 21 in the A index. Yeah, see, that's the difference too. If he's in a B index, that is an interception. So there's your difference. And if you're in the C index, you get 2 interceptions there. So in any case,
Well, what do you mean
All right.
2 interceptions? How do you get 2?
if you roll that 21 down here.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so there's
I see. Yeah.
Right. So did I move the time?
So in this case, it was incomplete. 4th down.
So it's 4th down to 20. So we'll just kick.
All right.
So
Goskowski.
For the
37
lead.
yards.
For the lead, right?
Yeah,
No, they're already up 2. This would make them up 5.
padding the.
Oh, right. Oh,
Ah. See, that happens. I knew it was going to happen.
Rob Scott's asking who's home. It's the Super Bowl.
It's the Patriots are at home. We're at home that year.
Oh,
Yeah, they were.
so he made it, right?
He rolled a. So let me make sure it's K and a K. Correct. Yeah, they've got it on the K column as a 3. That should sail right through. That's from the 20. You look at the line of scrimmage, and it's good all the way across the board. So yeah,
All right.
so that's a half tick,
First points
and that's
of the 4th quarter.
So we're trailing. Sure, I'll call the offense. So they're trailing by 5.
And do you want me to roll? Do you want me to roll for the offense?
Yeah, you can roll.
Well, would you mind if we do like you call, I call, you call, I call?
Whatever, that's fine.
All right, you call first play.
okay. First, we got to do a.
We got to return it
But
first.
but if you want, I'll do all the rolling if that.
Yeah, that's fine.
If you don't want to use ball roller.
Let's move these guys out of the way and get your folks in here. Where did everyone go? So, first we're going to kick off. And it was the 30-yard line still, correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going. Goskowski kicks 26, and the P is a 7. That's going to go 64. 09, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 64. Oh, well, I got the, got to move that there. So 64 yards, and it's going to go to the, where were we? To the 09. It's going to go to your left halfback, who is Devin Thomas. We're going to roll.
Well, I'll roll his return.
Oh,
I have
you're gonna
dice.
do it there. Gotcha. Okay.
1-3.
1-3. 13, and now he's you're gonna look in his K column there. 13, and the K is 12. On the kick return is where are we? Kickoff return is 19 yards. So
All
you
right.
take it out to the 19 there. I'll just get this app football out of there. And your 1st and 10, that's we'll take that as a half play.
1st and 10 at the.
Giants 25.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
And Ron, do you know how to call?
Right.
Do you know how the offense? It's inside run, outside run.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So now your guys, just so you know, you got Manning, Bradshaw, Manningham. You got a 3 wide set.
3 wide receiver. Okay.
Yeah. Which again would have special rules. We're not playing that.
Right.
Morris Bradshaw is your single back. Ballard's your tight end.
Ahmad Bradshaw.
Right.
He said Morris Bradshaw.
All right. So it's Hicks, Manningham, Cruz. All right.
Actually, let me do this. And what I'll just call. I may not even key anybody. All right. So here's your guys there. I'll just call. Oh, standard. I'll key Cruz. Pass.
Well, wait. Hold. Shouldn't Ron have called first?
Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna. Well, no. You choose your offensive. We kind of do it at the same time.
Okay.
Right.
Technically, the defense announces its formation or its package, nickel or dime. So we're assuming that we're not doing that. So I'm just going to pick a defensive posture. Again, run, standard, or pass defense line. You're going to have in mind your play and your player. Now we can
Right.
go.
So basically, just ask Ron if he's ready.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And then call your defense.
Right. True.
So Ron,
Ready?
you ready?
Yep.
Okay.
And what's your defense?
All right. So I'm just going to standard and key Cruz.
Okay, Ron, what do you got?
Inside Bradshaw.
All right. So Bradshaw's running in the standard line, B index.
And then I'll roll.
All right.
Let me know when you're ready for me to roll.
Go. Yep.
25.
25 on. Where are we?
Bradshaw.
There he is. 25 is a 17. So that's going to be B, and it's the wrong play. That's why these charts. 17. It was an outside run, correct?
Yes.
Inside.
No,
Inside.
inside.
It was inside. 17 in the B against the standard is a nice 6 yards.
There we go.
Nice.
Second and
Second
4.
and 4.
That's 30 seconds off the clock. All right.
It's your
All
call,
right,
Mark.
my turn to call. I am ready.
Okay. I'm going to go heavy line. Just
I'm going to go outside run to Bradshaw.
Ooh, okay. So, all right. So, going to be B index, G line, and you're rolling. I keep.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Take the dice.
46.
All right. 46 is a 24. B outside heavy run is going to be minus a yard.
Oh,
Ugh.
And that's inbounds.
3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
All right. And that's
For
30
Ron.
seconds. All right.
What did you call there, Geoff?
That was a G, or heavy run line.
So you were expecting the run.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, but yeah.
All right. Let me know when you're ready.
Right.
Medium Manningham.
All right, so I'll just go standard. Yeah, standard. So you roll. So Manningham,
23.
23. So Manningham's a B, so you're in a B index. You roll a 23 on Manning is a 29. All right, that's going to be, and that was a short pass.
Medium.
Medium.
Medium 29B. Standard is -9 yard sack.
Oh.
So,
And Manning goes down.
so that's inbounds, and yeah, that's fourth, and you're at the 21 there.
Punt.
All right, so that is Weatherford.
You ready?
Yep.
14.
Is geez, it's going to be a penalty. Is 35. So
Can it please be roughing the kicker? Roughing the punter?
Let's see. We're going to be doing a. Where are we? Where are you? 25, and that's between. There's also the field position component there. So that is 25. 35 is 26D11, but there's a penalty on the play. So 26 would be to the right safety, the D11, which is Welker, actually. But we could roll for the penalty first off, just to see if
Would I roll that or you?
you can roll it.
Okay.
Yeah, be Welker.
So this is a penalty on Welker?
Well, no, it's a penalty on the kick, so it's a,
Okay.
it's a TZ. So you're going to roll.
65.
All right, 65 TZ.
It's a foul after the catcher.
65.
That's
TZ.
funny.
65 TZ is 8, and that 8 is a legal block on
Roughing.
offense.
Oh, good.
10 from the line of possession. So we would decline that. And there's on kick returns only measured now, so it doesn't apply. All right. So that'd be Welker will be taking the ball back. That's 22.
Oh, God.
K.
Doubles again. Oh, God.
K is 27, though. I don't think that's going to be that should be modest the best. Let's see. 27 on the return is where are we? It's a fair catch, so
Okay.
15 seconds off. So Patriots have the ball.
All right.
Giants 47 there, yeah.
Giants 37 or 47?
47.
And
How much time left?
That's 9 minutes 30 seconds.
All right.
So move you there, and move you guys there, and move you guys here. Back to our Giants defense and our Patriot offense. Put Brady there. Got my receivers and offensive guys. There's Brady blind. Okay.
Same guys as before, right? One
Correct.
running back and
Yeah.
It's two wide receivers, 2 tight ends, and a single back.
Who are your tight ends?
It's Gronkowski and Hernandez.
And Hernandez, right? And then it's Welker and Branch, right? Got it.
Correct. Yeah.
And you would have thought Gronk would have been the one that would have gotten in trouble at that era, not Hernandez.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh man! All right, I'm choosing. All right.
All right. He's
All
ready.
Pass defense, Branch.
Branch. All right, so it'll be Welker. We're gonna go long to Welker.
Oh, he's throwing the home run ball.
But I wouldn't get too excited about that yet. And that's over the right, 30 to 50. On your side of the field, there is 13, is 10, A index, incomplete.
Second down.
Second and 10.
10.
Now, Geoff, talk about yardage for the short, medium, and long generally.
So the short yardage, well, actually, you can see it. I'm using the 2000 edition here. So the short yardage play is short pass is intended to gain about less than 15.
Okay.
You'll get a first down and yardage in some of these cases. The first down maximum is 12 yards. There's an example in the old rules about that. Then the medium pass gains 15 to 30. And you can throw it up to the opponent's 15-yard line. The long pass you can only throw
Right.
when it's 30, and that's more than 30 yards.
All right. So
So a medium pass in a lot of games would actually be a long pass.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I remember before the master game, Apple only had the short and the long. The long kind of doubled as a medium play. A lot of folks like Keith Avalone made their own medium pass chart.
Right.
So, yes.
All right, here we go.
Let's do sure.
2nd and 10.
Giant 47, Patriots 20, Giants 15. He's ready.
Pass defense, Gronkowski.
Okay, we're gonna run
Oh.
Green Ellis B index against a light line. That's
A
a
draw.
43.
Draw.
43.
That actually is a play in the master game, the draw.
Correct. Which
Well,
was
in my theater of the mind, this is a draw.
It's a draw, yeah.
We went inside. What we saying? That's 43 is that's not good at all. 28 is minus a yard. Good.
Nice.
3rd and 11.
Third
We
and
gotta
11.
stop him. We gotta stop him, Ron.
3rd and in the theater of mind, the play so obscene, Maria thought that John Asalon was back.
Oh, we gotta stop this.
Oh,
I gotta teach you guys comedy.
You're laughing, dude. You're laughing.
I'm laughing because I just don't know what to do.
all right. There we go.
All right.
I can actually.
3rd and 11, guy.
All right. Pass defense, Welker.
All right. We're going to go Gronkowski, but it'll be a D line.
Oh,
He's an A index with the team's B, elevates to the A. We roll on Brady's card, is a 55.
oh no,
Oh,
not
no.
again. He's gonna kill us again.
So it's short A, but it's again, no, you guessed
I guess Welker.
Welker, right? So this is 10 yards, so just shy.
Oh, they're a
we
yard
stopped
short.
him.
And they're in no man's land. They're in the 37, right?
Correct. 38. Need to get
38.
to
So it'd be a 55-yarder.
yeah.
This is
Fourth
an
and
interesting.
one.
This is an interesting call.
So yeah. What am I gonna do? I think I'm just gonna keep it. Yeah.
So you're going for it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for that. Yeah. Why
What
not?
are you thinking? You
Are you allowed to change your formation?
So once in the master game, you get one audible per quarter. So
Oh no. I just mean, can you bring in a fullback now? Is what I'm saying.
oh yeah, I could. Yeah, I can go
Okay.
to a two back. Yeah.
That's what. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what-
3 wide, 2 tight. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can full house backfield. Yeah, all that stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
you change your personnel before you call the play. Yeah.
I mean, it's a yard. Doesn't mean Brady won't pass because he's Brady. I'm going to confer with my defensive coordinator. Ron, what do you think?
I think you got to play the odds and play for the run.
I think Jeff's smarter than that, though.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
I'm
Go with your
gonna
gut. Go with your gut.
All right, I'm going standard Hernandez.
All right. Good discussion there. So it's going to be standard. Yeah, short pass to
Yeah.
Branch, who's an A.
Oh, Branch would have been actually, yeah.
So, oh dear. Well, there it is.
6'6"?
66.
Yeah, that's it. So
Oh,
that's going to be a 2, but that may not be a touchdown. I don't think so.
It may not.
That's may not be a touchdown, but certainly more than 1 yard.
But it is a standard yeah, and yes, it is. Yeah. So we were at the from the
touchdown?
Giants 38. That 2 in the A is against the standard line.
Yeah. That's a
It
TD.
is a touchdown. So that's a half play for a score.
4th and 1. Brady delivers again.
Yeah, it hit the the long pass in the 3rd and 9, and now the touchdown on 4th and 1.
It just gets into
God.
that rhythm. So Goskowski for the PAT is a 34.
This game sucks.
Just kick- you get that feeling.
Screw APBA.
That feeling. You get that- There's a penalty on the extra points.
Taunting.
35. Is it? It's good. TM. The penalty is a 22M. So you got to do a little bit of juggling here. 22M on the PAT is 25. That is running into the kicker. Defense, obviously. Disregard this on block kicks or when the snap is fumbled. So 5. Yeah, we won't even bother with that.
27 to 15. We need 12 points.
Yeah, so there we go. And we're going to kick off from the 30.
Then we get regular season Eli, not playoff Eli. Get
Right.
8 minutes to go here. 8 minutes to go. Goskowski kicks off is a 15. And you're kicking off the KOs on the P column.
Hey Ron, you're in charge. Can you roll the dice for him? I'm taking a bathroom break.
Sure.
All right.
All right. So where are we? On the kickoff again is 15. Is 25. Is a touchback. So we're all clear. So no time off the clock. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 20. All right.
Yeah, Mark is going to need a hydration break. In fact, he took one.
No problem. Or dehydration.
All right.
Let me let me just wrap these guys up here. Get everyone back in order. And pull your Giants out here. You're New York Giants, the Patriots. And get Ballard and Bradshaw and Cruz and Manningham and Nix.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, I'll just call standard line.
All right, short Ballard.
Short Ballard.
I got the dice. Oops, hold on. Thought they were 6-siders. All right. Short Ballard's what I called.
Yep. So it's going to be B.
26.
26 on Manning's P column is a 17.
Okay.
Ballard's a B. The team's a B, so he's in the B. Short pass, 17B standard is a flat out incomplete. 15 seconds off, second 10.
Of course it is. All right. All right.
I'll go light D pass line.
I will go inside Bradshaw on 2nd and 10.
Ooh, all right. Bradshaw, you rolling.
31.
I think you're
39.
fine.
So Bradshaw's rolls a 31 on his R column 17. B against a 17B against a standard line, and that was inside or outside? I'm sorry.
Inside.
Inside is 6 yards. 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4. So we
All right,
tried.
not bad.
I tried a short pass to the tight end on 1st down. It was incomplete. So that's where we are. 3rd and 4.
All right, 3rd and 4. I got it already. Are you set?
You got? Yeah, I'll do standard line.
Short pass to Cruz.
All right, Cruz is an A receiver.
I need to see that dance.
All right, so you guys are rolling.
I need a little samba in my life.
You need to roll it.
Oh, right. Sorry. Oh, so close. 56.
56 is 18. Ballard.
Cruz.
Cruz is A standard. 18A standard is still incomplete. So
We're kind of where we got. Where are we on the field?
7 minutes. You're at your 26.
We're down 2 scores.
Yeah.
We're deep in our own territory. 7 minutes.
We got
to
a
go.
punt. We got a punt.
Yep.
Gonna punt. All right. So we got Weatherford again.
32.
32 on his
I rolled.
K
Oh, you're rolling? Oh, cool.
Yeah. 32.
is a 6. That's a healthy kick. Again, there are 3 field positions for the punt. You're on the normal one. 6 is look at the wrong one. Is no, that's wrong. 44 D10. So 4, 14, 24, 34. 4, 14, 24, 34, 44 to my left safety D10 is, where is he again? Welker is back over here. All right, and we'll roll for Welker. No, I'm sorry. Sorry, D10 I said. It's Edelman, left safety. Because Edelman is a 64 on his K column is a 25. I think that's a fair catch, is it? Sorry for all the flipping here. Is the 25 on the punt return is, where'd we go? Is just 0. It's a flat 0, so we'll take 15 seconds off the clock. 1st and 10 at the
All right,
30.
where's the ball? Where's the ball? 1st and 10, 30 for the Patriots. How much time?
6:45.
6:45 to go in the game. Giants down by, was it 12?
12, yeah, 27-15.
15.
All right, here we go.
Let me
You're 3 and out here.
move these guys
Yeah, we do.
over and get everyone back over there. I'm not going to sub anyone in. Giants defense.
You ready?
Yeah.
Run defense, key your running back.
Oh, I hadn't called it. That's all right.
He's still trying to switch the cards out.
Oh, I can reset it.
This would not normally have to happen, so just for the purposes here. You know what? Yeah. All right. So there's my guy and my play.
All right. Follow, Mark.
Are you ready for me?
Yep.
All right. Run defense, key the running back.
All right, so there you go. So we'll drop 2 on that. Yeah, it's inside, and it's
All
a
right.
G line. All right, so let's get back to the.
One of the greatest names in football history, Ben Jarvis Green Ellis.
All right, he rolls a 61.
When you trade for him, you're actually trading for 2 players.
That's right.
All right, so
And I think the Jets did when they got him, right? Wasn't he with the Jets for a while?
I think you're right.
all right, so he had 1 yard. You keyed him down to 0. Good job.
All right. 2nd
Nice.
and 10.
But he stayed in bounds, so it's 6:15 left.
All right. Not ready to use our timeouts yet.
Yeah, too early to use the timeouts.
Yes.
Here's our cheerleader. Understandably, she's upset.
There we go. We're in.
Are you ready?
Right there.
Pass defense branch.
All right, so D line, you called to get the right defense, but we're going to Green Ellis. Now he's a C, but he'll.
Now I wasn't allowed to call him though, right? Because
Oh no, you can.
I thought you said that if you call a pass defense, you can't key a running back.
Well, all right. So if you key the running back, what?
Oh, I understand. If I key the running back and it actually is a pass,
Right, you have to call if you you have to call the player in the play. So so
I understand. Yeah. I get it.
So Green Ellis, he's a C, but he is elevated to the B index. You call the D line. Brady rolls a 24. It's not the greatest. It's 11. B against a D, short pass. 11BD is 4 yards, stays in bounds.
You can go lay back down. I'm still busy. Still busy.
Oh, that was really cute though, Ron. I got to say.
All right.
She's a cutie. You go lay back
She's
down.
beautiful.
All right.
All right. So what happened?
So that's 4 yards in bounds. You got 5:45 left. It's
3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
All right.
There's the guy.
You ready?
Yep.
Pass defense Welker.
Oh, nicely done. All right. So you're gonna roll a 16 on Brady. Is 8.
Give me a pick. Give me a pick.
And I think that's going to be straight incomplete against the medium. 18 AD incomplete. You don't
All right.
move the lines down.
We got the ball back. We got the ball.
All right.
5:30. We're going to punt. Let me move my guy.
Promise me no more inside runs on 2nd down. Ron.
It got you 6 yards. Okay.
Yeah, but the problem is the clocks. But there's so many things wrong with that call. I can't even begin to tell you.
All right, so
Because
we
we're
got
12, we're
How many
12
points
down.
have you scored? How many points
How
have
many
you scored?
points have you scored?
The same as you there, buddy boy. So
All right.
All right. Mezco's going to punt from the Patriot 34. He rolls 16. Is in a 6. It's going to be 44 again.
I called 2 inside runs and I got you 12 yards, which is better than what Eli's done in the air.
Yeah, he's been non-existent.
Yeah, he really has.
That's it. 44 D10. 40, 11, 21, 31, 41. To your D10 is your left safety.
Stop rolling.
Yes, sir. And where did he go?
64. God.
Is he on offensive defense? Where did he go? Here. TA. And, Jermaine or Aaron Ross. What was that again?
64.
54.
60. 64.
64. Oh, that's better. It's 25.
Better for who?
Better for the game because the other is a penalty. So that's
Oh.
just 25 is 0 yards. All right. So that's a half play. 5:15. First and 10. Giants at the 25.
All right, Coughlin is stalking the sideline. Here we go. Giants with how much left on the clock?
5:15.
5:15, and they're at their 25.
Yes, sir.
All right. Are you calling first play?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
We need some Manning magic right now, man.
All right. I'll just call it D line, pass line.
All right. Short Manningham.
Manningham. All right. He's going to be index
32.
32. Let's get to the short pass. Manning rolls 32 is that's a 23 to Manningham and a B index.
That's not good.
That's a 23 B index. D line is a no, it's a stand. We call it D line. Yeah, it's W59 is an interception.
Oh, nice.
So you roll for that.
Picked off. It's definitely an interception. Now we're just rolling the. So why would Ron roll this? Wouldn't you roll
I
this?
can roll that.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So you get those. You want me to roll? I'll roll it.
Yeah,
I rolled a
can roll
32
it.
again.
It makes sense that you would roll it.
That's fine. Yeah. 62 on the W is 73. So it's 7 yards. The ball travels, and it goes to the D3, which we're running a 4-3. So
What Ron doesn't know is that we've secretly replaced Eli Manning in the fourth quarter with Peyton Manning in the fourth quarter.
It's Cooper.
No, Peyton used to throw picks all the time. Like that was always the difference between Eli and Peyton. I mean, not that Peyton hasn't had some miraculous comebacks, but
3 is the middle backer.
Eli's going to get the touchdown. Peyton's going to throw the pick.
Right. So that was the middle backer. We're
Still recovering from the 2008 home field against the Eagles and played the worst game ever.
Let be Gerard Mayo will take the ball. He rolls the look on his R column. 46 is 27 on interception return. Back to the front of the book here. 27 interception return. Where'd it go? Is minus a yard.
Oh, good. The offense.
We'll count that as a half play in 5 minutes.
It's only a 6-yard gain for the wrong team. Oh.
All right. So back to
How did this team win a Super Bowl?
They had better dice rolls.
It's always the way.
The question I was going to ask was, is there a way late in the game to intentionally go out of bounds? Because that's what I was trying with a short pass.
Yes. Yeah. So within the last 26 plays, last 2 minutes, you can call any shorter screen pass of 9 yards to a loss as out of bounds. Just call it before the play.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Good. Cool.
Also,
that was
All right. So where are we?
we were 1st and 10 for the Patriots at the Giant 33. 5 minutes left. I'm calling.
We're going to the duck boat parade, Mark, is what we're doing.
Yes. All right. I'm ready. You set?
Not yet. There we go. All right.
Run defense, Ellis.
All right. Going to go short to Gronk. He's going to.
I was going to do that actually, but I changed my mind. Okay.
So
Silly me.
got to be the G index, G line index. Short they go. Short pass. All right. Brady and Gronkowski. Brady rolls a 51 is a 9. Short pass. A 9 against, you said, the run defense.
Yep.
So that's 12 yards. That's a first down to the
All right.
21. Inbounds, that's 30
Let's
seconds.
keep it going, guys.
You got YA Tittle on the speed dial or anything like that?
Yeah. Chuck Connerly.
I'm about to say Charlie Connerly.
Charlie Connolly, right.
All right, hold on.
All right.
There we go. All right.
Brady's still throwing the freaking ball.
No, Patriots can run it 8 times all year.
That's probably right. I'll go pass defense, Hernandez.
All right, we're going to go Green Ellis outside against that D line from the 21 there. It's 56. It's not great. 24. So outside 24B is 1 yard out of bounds.
All right,
So,
good.
Second down. To the
So it's
20.
second and 11.
A second 9.
Second and 9.
Second and 9, right? Sorry.
All right, let's see. Let's do.
Pass defense, Gronkowski.
All right, I'm going to go Green Ellis again.
Are there limits on how many times you can throw to a guy or how many catches he can make or anything? Is it like stamina at all or no?
So there is no fatigue in the game. There's you're not supposed to run technically. I think in the basic game and Stratomatic have the same rule that you're not supposed to run or pass to the same guy twice in a row in the basic game. So I guess I shouldn't do that. Actually,
Okay. All right. I wasn't thinking of that, but okay. So are we changing play? Is that what you did last play?
I can. Well, yeah, I did. Yeah. So
All right. Well,
I don't play.
well, sorry, Jeff. I was thinking we should maybe play by the rules.
By the rules. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I'll recall that. Yeah.
If we're trying to,
Well,
and I wasn't calling you out because I have no idea what the rules are.
Oh, yeah, no,
I
no.
just meant in general. I was curious. Like
That actually wouldn't be unrealistic to go to the same running play.
Correct.
No, not at all. It's
Twice
kind
in a row.
of honestly, it's kind of a silly rule.
It is.
It should be more about total carries and total catch.
Right. If this was a season replay, that'd be different. But he's trying to kill the clock.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean,
Now,
and-
theoretically,
No, go ahead.
theoretically, the answer is just bringing a different running back, right?
correct. Yeah, you could
Yeah.
do that. I mean, I actually haven't. I don't know if I haven't looked lately on. I mean, I've ignored the rules since day one back, years ago. It's like it makes no sense. So, but in any case,
I mean, you would want to go with Walter Payton 9 times in a row or something. I can understand that, but twice in a row.
That never happened.
right. Yeah, I mean, you play.
No, they absolutely went to Peyton 9 times in a row.
Well, yeah.
There were definitely games.
Who was the Bucks running back Wilder that they went to 42 times in a game? Like, oh my god!
All right, so where are we?
So
should
we're
wrap
still
this up soon.
second 9 at the 20.
All right, I am ready when you are. I will go run defense, whoever your running back is.
Okay, well, now we're going to go back to Welker.
Okay.
He's and he's got the asterisk, so he would be impervious to a defensive.
He's
tactic.
impervious.
So that's 16 is an 18, but it's A against the G line. 18A G line is 0 yards out of bounds. So
All right.
so third down.
Another third and long here. Let's see if we don't mess this one up.
Yeah, he's been killing us on third
Oh, I
down
know.
twice.
Yeah. The fourth,
20
the touchdown,
something.
the 4th and 1.
Yeah.
It's third and what? 10?
Third and 8.
Third and 9.
Third and 9. Sorry.
Call.
All right. Pass defense, Gronkowski.
All right, so right line
Branch.
going to Branch, still in the A, short A, D line, back roll on 45 on Brady's card is a 10. A against the D is 5 yards out of bounds,
All right. Fourth down.
down to 345, and
How much- Where's the ball?
it's at the 15.
It's a chip shot field goal.
Yeah.
So 32
So
yards.
it would still be a two score game technically.
Yeah, if we hit a 2-pointer.
Right.
So we'll find the field goal chart here, and there we go. You read it always from the line of scrimmage, so we're going to look at the 15-yard line, That's the column 10-yard line to 19-yard line. That's a 43. Gostkowski, his place kicking is on the K column. That's a 7. And that is a good.
All right, let's do it. Let's
Well,
do
we're
it.
down 30-15.
As a
Good
half.
thing we spotted on those points.
All right. And Gostkowski.
We got how much time left?
You got 3 minutes, 3.5.
I feel good about our chances.
Yeah, we got half a tank of gas, a pack of cigarettes, and 100 miles to Chicago, right?
I just went to FanDuel and bet us on the money line.
Taking the over or the under?
It was plus 17,000.
The kickoff is 36 on Gostkowski's P column. Is a 4. Is 65.09. Do you want to return it or take the? Oh wait, I'm sorry. That's to the 5.
So 65 is the goal line.
No, that's you're at the 5.
No, it's at the 5. Yeah, I'll return
Oh
it.
yeah,
over.
we'll return it.
So you'll take it back.
26.
All right, and that's Devin Thomas. It's your 09, your left halfback, Devin Thomas, the OA. I know I'm throwing a bunch of codes out. You're rolling.
That's all right. I mean, one day we could do a
Roll it,
tutorial,
Mark.
but for now, let's just
Yep.
Okay. And that's the thing with APBA. There's so many letters, which I'm not saying is a bad thing, but it's just a fact.
I mean, yeah.
31.
31 on his K column is a 9. So he's got a nice 30 yards.
All right, good.
Get you out of the hole, 10, 20,
Got
30.
the Pats right where we want them.
That's
Take
right.
Half play off, 1st and 10 at 35. And still in the 4th quarter.
So what do you think? Inside the Bradshaw?
Yeah, definitely. I was thinking sneak.
Manningham.
I think we could fool him with a sneak.
He'd still find a way to fumble it.
Right.
All right.
All right. I'm ready.
D, just pass line, pass defense.
Medium cruise.
All right. Cruise A.
34.
34. 34 A index D line. 34 is a 36 on Manning's card. That is going to be 36A against a D. You said medium, right?
Yes.
Right.
So that is, all right, so that's 28 yards, but a penalty. So 28.
Well, at least
the
the clock
is the penalty.
Right. Could be pass interference.
You roll for the penalty. I'll look it up.
43.
43H is 22 is illegal forward pass. 5 from the line and loss of down.
So that would mean what? He was being chased, but
He
he
stepped over the line.
stepped over the line. Yeah.
So
Wow, we just can't get a break, man.
you rolled a 43. I just like to.
We substituted Joe Pisarcik for Eli Manning.
Right.
Let's see if anybody notices.
All
All right, so 2nd and 15.
Yeah, 2nd and 15 is your call.
All right, I'm ready when you are.
D line.
Long to Manningham.
Manningham is a B. All right, you're gonna roll.
Give me the 6s. 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 Wait. 32.
32.
32.
Oh, geez, that's the 23 again.
Is that the interception again?
It's square in that range there. Yeah. So between your 49 and 15, it is the B index. It is the D line, and it is a 23. Is W71 is the W70 is the interception.
Another pick?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love this game.
All right, that should be about it, right? Because at this point,
Yeah.
So-
Oh, I think we shouldn't play. How much time's left?
It's about 3 minutes.
I'm
We
okay
can-
with calling it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
do the
All right.
return. Obviously, do the return to see if it's a pick 6. But
All right. So W70, I will roll on that is 36. 70, 36.
glad that we got Trent Dilfer.
Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl.
Eli won 2.
Yeah. Not on this show, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
Did I? Yeah, here. I'm missing. Did I pull the part here?
Do we actually care what he did with the interception?
I'll just see if he was.
Not really.
All right.
Where'd it go? That's weird. Yeah, it was the.
If he doesn't score, then no. But
Oh, there. I'm looking.
Why do
right.
we care if he does score? If he does score, he's just beating us worse.
So the interception was 32 yards.
All right.
10, 20, 32 yards to.
And that's the ball game.
Yeah.
Here's my gun.
Yeah. That would be.
because I'm a masochist and a Red Sox fan, that's why.
Right.
The bow. Yeah, it wouldn't be a touchdown. Shouldn't be. Yeah. It would be
All right. So let's get Jeff's face back up.
All right.
And
That was fun.
his disgusting game away from us.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. There we go.
I mean,
We don't even get the year supply of cremettes with that.
I mean, look, I knew what to expect. I know it's APBA, so I know what the mechanics are.
Right.
I like it. It's a head-to-head game,
Yeah.
but it lends itself very easily to solo play
Mhm.
because you don't have a lot of you don't have a million permutations, or possibilities.
I love
So-
the solo defensive cards that Dave Gardner has. That just make it.
Yeah.
What are those?
Ray Dunlap developed those. So that's one of those cases where you kind of reverse. I'm sorry, Ron, I interrupted you. If you want to explain it, but
No, go ahead.
No, I think he just said I love those cards, right?
so I think Ray Dunlap, if I remember correctly, what you do with those is you calculate, instead of calculating the offense's difference from the defense, you perform those same calculations, but then you take the defensive card. It has a number on the top, plus or minus. The defense, in this case, the Giants defense is -4. And so there's a card, -4 at the top. I wish I had a copy here. And you roll the 11 to 36 roll. And when you go down the chart, the card here, that it would have a -4. And you'll go to 54, but there'll be two columns. There'll be run or pass. And it'll give you the offensive index and the line setting. So it takes all the calculation
It's
out.
great for the solo play. I would think that would just
Yeah.
streamline the process a lot better.
Yeah.
Vegas 83 wants to know, he's new to PC sports sim. I'm looking for a football sim. What would you recommend? Well,
Actually,
I'm assuming he's talking PC sports
computer?
sim, right?
Action PC.
Well, Action PC, yes. I think 2nd and 10 is very solid.
Second and 10's a very good buy, but I think the Action PC community is a little busier.
Pro Football Strategy, if that's,
Well, that's true. It's a very good graphical game. Depends on what you're looking for.
Yeah, I mean, Pro Football Strategy,
If you wait about 6 weeks, the new version will be out. For Pro
yeah,
Football
and you get a lot for very little.
right.
The graphics are kind of cool. To me, it's accurate on a macro level more than on a micro level.
You're right. If you're looking for a micro level, I would say Action PC.
It's probably better. But what's good about Pro Football Strategy is you will get the better teams winning getting to the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah,
more often.
it'll be in the ballpark. It's all
The
plausible.
player stats aren't as accurate as Action PC. I don't think
It's a fun game.
it is. Yeah, I would say look around at those three. I mean, Strat Football, you like it, Ron. I tried it and didn't really love it, but I do
like it, and they're coming out with a new version. Relative, I think we can do the pre-orders.
When you say new version, you mean just the next year.
Right, with the
There's no such thing. There hasn't been a new
cards.
version of Strat anything
Right.
in forever.
That's true.
But
With the 25 cards, it comes out, I believe, in a couple of weeks.
are there any PC football games I'm missing? I know there are.
2nd and 10, Action
that.
PC would be the big two.
Isn't there a 4th Street? Is that something?
Fourth
Yeah.
Street. I've never played that though, so I can't recommend it. I don't want to say I don't recommend.
I think
it.
some people love that game though.
Yes, has a very strong following.
And I think it's a little bit more complex, maybe a little bit plays a little bit more slowly. I think I've heard. Am I right about that?
I think the easiest learning curve I think would be 2nd and 10.
Yes, definitely.
Then pro strategy football, and Dave has gotten quite good with Action PC being more intro friendly.
Yeah. All right, guys. I want to thank everybody for joining us. It's been a great evening. It was great to have John Asalon on. It was really great. I hope, now having seen the footage, or not footage, but at least stills from the documentary, that those of you who are a little unsure, maybe even skeptical of what we actually were planning, I hope now you understand that, we weren't kidding when we said this is what we're going to make. And we know how to, and when I say we, I don't want to sound like one of those crazy people. I mean, we, meaning the team, meaning all of us, meaning the crew, meaning my wife. When we set out to do something, we do it, and we try to do it as best as we possibly can. So really looking forward to showing you guys more stills, showing you footage as I put it together. If you would like to contribute, right now you can send an email to playball@boxscorefilm.com, and then we'll give you details on where to send. I mean, right now we're at the point where Michael Canestrari is basically holding our finances. So you would Venmo Michael or PayPal Michael, and it would go into his account. Of course, eventually there'll be some sort of fundraising platform and an official Box Scores from the Basement bank account and all that. But right now we're still in the very early stages. Either way, if you could go to boxscorefilm.com and go to the pre-launch list, it's right at the top, right on the homepage. Give us your email address, and again, by doing that, all you're saying is, I really love what you guys are trying to do. I'd like to be helpful. I don't know what that means in terms of how much money I can offer you, but at least you'll get alerts, as we move closer and closer to actually launching a crowdfunding campaign. Check out the podcast, which you can find wherever you get your podcasts. Tell your friends about us. Do whatever you can. Subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, we really hope you'll do that. Geoff, thanks so much, man. It's good to see you again. It's been a while.
Yeah.
You were one of the first guys I reached out to when I said, hey, I want to make this documentary, and you've been very supportive, and I really appreciate that. We all really appreciate that.
No, it's a long overdue project.
Yeah, I think good things can happen for the community. All right, take care. We'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye.
Good night.